Hey guys, I told you we were going for a deep dive. We're gonna start the show, but I would like to say that some of this content comes from Ratchet TV. So let me just put this up here because it looks kind of cute. Looks kind of cute and stuff. But baby, let's go down this rabbit hole. Let's go. Oops, what did I do? Oh, the wrong thing. Now let's go. There we go.
But if you backtrack a little bit, I've been telling you about TDJ. And Dainty and Prince. That's real ratchet gang right there. Salute to the gang, man. be on this end of Ratchet TV. So when we kind of left off yesterday, we kind of left off talking about a woman who
did everything that she could to get what she wanted, her and her husband. From constantly telling me that I didn't have my son for myself, to backing me in a corner in her office at her home when they stayed in Grand Prairie, her and her husband Brandon, and telling me that if I did not give my son to them, that they would take him from me, making me feel like I was inadequate to take care of one child, although I already had 3 kids.
Now, guys, if you watched the video earlier and what the video was saying, I told you you will understand where this video comes from. Now, if you didn't see the first video, go check it out right before this one. But if not, just enjoy this one. I did do some of this before, but this is just some more deep dive. Let's go.
Making it seem like she was there to help me, but the whole time she was planning and conniving to take my son Jason. After I had my son Jason, because while I was pregnant with Jason, I was depressed. Mentally, physically, spiritually, I was fucking depressed. You understand what I'm saying? So when I had Jason, I went into postpartum depression. I never dealt with that in my whole entire
Hey,
life
love.
or having children. I never dealt with postpartum depression. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know how to deal with it. I just know that I was dealing with it. And she
Thank
took
you,
that
Gary.
and she
Hey.
prayed on my vulnerability to the point where she had me in front of a fucking MacBook recording and asking me questions, talking about it was counseling, but it wasn't counseling, because later on down the line, a few years later, she would then use that evidence against me in court when I went to fight for my son. Okay? She used that shit against me. Okay? What was supposed to be for healing, what was supposed to be for ministry, what was supposed to be for all of that, she used it against me in court to take my son. Okay? Now, I don't know how many mothers that's dealt with postpartum depression, but that shit is fucking real. Okay? It causes you to be detached from your child. It causes you to feel like, maybe you don't love your child. This shit is real. And in my case, it caused a detachment. Not that I didn't love him, but I didn't feel close and connected with him because of the postpartum depression, not because of who I am as a mom. And that bitch prayed on that shit. And when you fighting against people with money, and I'm talking about real money, that shit is hard as fuck. I represented myself in trial, by myself. And I had to sit up there and come to the agreement because I didn't know how to fight no more. They paid my lawyer off. They paid the judge off. They didn't even want to submit their income documents, her health documents, nothing, to the point where they had even the little minions around them doing the work for them. You know what I'm saying? That girl, for a whole year straight after I had my baby, did whatever she could to put it in my head that my baby was not for me, to the point where she brought down a so-called prophet.
I'm gonna stop it right there for a second. What do y'all feel? What do y'all feel about this? Let me know in the chat. What the hell do you feel about this? Because allegedly this family be praying on people, and I ain't talking about the way they supposed to. They supposed to be praying in other ways, but we gonna get into some of their family members in a minute.
By the name of Gaylena, okay? And they performed this whole little, I call it an exorcist now.
Do y'all believe her? Drop the gems if you do. I want to see the chat flooded. I'm talking about flooded with gems if you believe her. Drop the caps if you think she capping. Whatever it is, flood the chat. Let's go.
Had me laying on the floor, speaking in tongues over me, pouring oil over me. Then she comes up with this elaborate story talking about I didn't have Jason for myself, that I had Jason for Cora and Brandon Coleman, and how she could see Brandon sitting on some type of throne. And it was my son that was sitting on his lap, and he was just laughing and playing. To the point where Cora told me after I had my son Liam that God gave me Liam so that Jason's real brother could come. Who the fuck is Jason's real brother? Cause bitch, it sure ain't no child coming from you because you can't have kids. She can't have kids. You understand what I'm saying? The bitch can't have kids. I'm not the first person that she tried this with, but I'm the only person that she got this fucking far with. And I'm tired of being quiet.
I see someone named Ocean in the chat says they tried me. Let me know if you need the link, and I definitely will drop it. If I do have any people who are surviving the Jakes or anyone around them, I want y'all to let me know in the chat. Just raise your hand if you are surviving them, and I want to bring y'all up.
To the point now, from 2018 to now, Brandon Coleman was locked up on May 4th for sexually assaulting the adopted daughter Amari. And it wasn't just a one-time offense. It was continuous.
So these same people already then been one of the people already been charged for whoop whoop, man. Come on. And then they just stealing kids. What is going on here? And how is this legal? Look at this woman. I could just see pain in this lady face, man. And they preying on this woman and her kids, man. Let's continue.
Continuous sexual assault. So now I gotta sit here and I gotta think, well, did he touch my baby? Did he touch my baby?
Oh my
You understand
God.
what I'm saying?
Hey, Miss
I
Leo.
haven't seen my child since 2018.
Mm.
They keep him from me. I don't know where they stay. I don't know where they live. I don't know their day-to-day thing. I don't know anything. This whole fucking time. And this man has been a motherfucking molester in your motherfucking home, but you so worried about making this home, making this family, having these kids that you're willing to steal, kill, and destroy other people's lives, other people's families. I can't tell y'all how many times my baby sit up here and ask me for their brother. Mama, when we gonna see Jason? Mama, when is Jason coming home? And I don't have an answer to give him.
Man. What do y'all think about that? What do you see when you what do you hear? What do you feel like when you watching it? I don't know. Y'all let me know in the chat how y'all feel about that. That's where we left off yesterday. Everybody kept telling me about this lady. They was like, man, they stole her kid. Whoop. This family is tied into some stuff, man. You got to look this up, bro. I'm like, hold on, Doug. Hold on, man. I already don't rock with this dude. You know what I'm saying? I never rocked with this dude because I already knew what he had going on. But you know what I'm saying? Now that we looking into this stuff, you start to see a lot of it's some crazy stuff going on with these people, man. It's some crazy stuff going on with these people. Let's continue. So look, someone says, "Hey Ratchet, when I moved to Atlanta in 2005, this guy approached me asking if I wanted to make a quick 1600. I was like, how? He said, easy, just ride the TD Jakes bus to South Carolina and act like TD healed me. I was like, nah, I'm good. So I've been good on him. RG4L. So like I told y'all, TD Jakes, he pays people to get up there and act like he healed them and he performed a miracle on them. So we gotta we gotta chop it up about these people that are what's going on with the Jakes. His daughter was having blank and had a baby at, this is about TD Jakes. His daughter was having blank and had a baby at 14. His son was arrested for soliciting blank from a man, an undercover police officer. His daughter's husband was blanking their daughter, who has now been sent to prison. It's all public record. He acts like he's our pope of the church.
No, she wasn't on drugs. She just had postpartum depression, and the ministry, quote unquote, is supposed to be helping young women. But as we go on in the story, we're going to see how that help works out. We're going to see how good is the help. You understand what I'm saying? But you remember when I played it? But like I said, we're gonna deep dive it a little bit more. But no, honey, they take they taking allegedly they're taking your kids. They're taking your kids. Go back and watch the video from earlier. But don't forget her. What she said. I hope the man didn't touch her son. Remember, the husband was arrested. You know what he was arrested for? Allegedly. So let's go. Again, this goes out to Ratchet TV. Let's go. Now, her husband has been to prison. It's all public record. He acts like he's the black people of the church who should have control over everybody. Allegedly, all those ministers he promote have bought in a $10,000 a year mentorship to be promoted by him. Want to be up Jake's a man's in ministry allow themselves to be used as his attack dogs who wants to bring down and has anybody found out how Daryl Patrick's Jake's closest assistants went to meet his maker. Mysteriously, after threatening to expose Jake's, allegedly, he has been behind interfering in female ministry marriages. Juanita spoke on this in hopes of distracting them and tearing them all down while trying to prop up that non anointed by God, just by her deity, non preaching motivational speaker, Sarah. I hope more of these men of God are exposed.
Church who should have control over everybody. Allegedly, all those ministers he promotes have bought in at $10,000 a year for mentorship to be promoted by him. Speaking of mentorship, where is it at? Where is it at? Speaking of mentorship, pastor mentored by TD Jakes accused of an affair. So I wonder what TD Jakes be out there. I wonder what he be. What TD Jakes be having going on out there, man. We're gonna get to that later. But TD Jakes, he he got people in his pocket. He's protected. And he definitely he promotes a certain agenda. But like I said, he people pay him to be a mentor of some sort. And it's in some like club that they get into. They're in some secret society club, and it's like some black boule-ish. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. But it says wanna be up Jake's men in the ministry allow themselves to be used at his attack dog as his attack dog to attack who he wants to bring down. and has by this instant died mysteriously after threatening to expose Jake's allegedly man. He has been behind interfering in female ministry's marriage. Juanita spoke on this in hopes of distracting them and tearing them down, all while trying to prop up a non-anointed by God just by her daddy, non-preaching motivational speaker Sarah. I hope more of these men of God are exposed. Well, guess what? Y'all met Ratchet TV. Everybody who ever wanted to expose Jake's, guess what? Big Ratchet is here. You got me. Now, the next time I would tell y'all something, believe me. Next time I tell y'all something, believe me. They said he being slandered online due to P. Diddy and Cassie. Well, now we know what you got going on behind closed doors, TD. And they say you a power bottom, man, allegedly. They say you a powerful one. The mama is always going to step. If I'm if I never experience unconditional love in human form, I'm forever grateful to get this experience. Whoa, man. This is more, and this lady, she's trying to expose them with everything she got. So here goes some. This is Cora. Do y'all know who Cora is? Cora. Does anyone in the building know who Cora Jakes is? Anybody in the building? Does anybody in the building know who Cora Jakes is? They say bottoms up. Somebody said bottoms up. TD Jakes. They said no. Y'all don't know who she is? Do y'all know who it is? Let me know. They said his daughter. There you go. All right. So now we caught up to speed. I'm just get caught up to speed on who Cora is. Cora is the daughter. That's the one who the lady was just crying about and shit. It is Mother's Day, and I should have all my children. Did you or did you not offer me money for my son? Let's let the court decide. I'm not saying you were right or wrong. I'm saying let the court decide. Did you or did you not tell me while in Brandon's office that if I did not give him to you, that you will take him from me? That is the truth, and you know it, Cora. Let the courts decide. All I'm saying is, why can't we do why can't we do this the way you started it in court? Let the courts decide. I've been very humble, but you're not going to continue to paint this picture that I don't love, care for, or want my son. You can't even be honest. Shaking my head. So Cora is just, they tied into these courts. Who just threw me up I know I seen okay, there you go. Sin threw me up a 50-piece McNugget. That's what I'm talking about right there. That is what I'm talking about. A 50, I like the 50-piece McNugget. I like the 50-piece McNugget. Salute, I appreciate you. We almost got 1.8 in the room. All right, man, they just talking about let the courts decide. Look, Cora, she got this from her daddy. They bought the courts off though. The courts already paid off. Says talking down on me to have to come to me outside of Walmart again. Nothing to do with Jason. Speaking of, they said speaking truth is speaking truth. And that very same person stated that all of y'all are manipulators. Start there. Everything I state is truth and pertains to Jason. You don't want to state you don't want to state the truth of you telling me you will take my son and fight me for him. You don't want to state the truth of you offering me money for him. Just be honest. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. What is this? It said Michelle stated the judge in that case is a member of TD Jake's church. TD Jakes, he's gotten everybody in his pockets. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. He's protected by everybody. That's why she wants the courts to decide because they know the judge. It says, just be honest. I true to have a face to face with you at Starbucks. I think it was I tried to have a face to face with you at Starbucks and you never showed. I waited for 2 hours for you to show and you never did. You started treating me like I was a piece of ish. You had Jaleesa, you had Jalecia and Rachel standing at your door when I dropped Keisha off because your husband said he didn't want me at y'all house anymore. So it's a lot of stuff going on with these people, man. It's a whole lot of stuff going on. Let's continue with this. She also goes on to say, you started with the courts when you decided you wanted me to sign documents leading up to you being able to file a petition with the court to adopt Jason. Did you or did you not offer me money for my son, Cora? Did you or did you not tell me that you would take him from me? I am I am not talking down on you. I'm stating facts. Michelle, let the courts decide. You have a lawyer. Let your lawyer speak for you. Let the judge decide. What's the point of court if you're going to fight me anyway? I never lied to you. Back me in a corner. Michelle, the people you have been talking down on me to have come to me outside of Walmart again. Nothing to do with Jason. And then, man, I don't know, man. This chick, she act just like her damn daddy. She act just like her damn daddy. It says, I am not harassing you. You're continuing to lie and lie. You made the post, wrote the lies to the courts. What's going to affect him more is when he grows up and learns the truth. Okay, Michelle, if that is the truth, you stand in. If that's the truth, you stand in. Let's let the courts decide. If she say that shit one more time, it's Mother's Day.
I
I
would
said,
say
all
the
my
same
children.
thing.
That's right. Went back to that.
If
Dip,
she
dip, dip,
say that
dip,
bull
dip,
crap one more
money.
time,
Whoop de whoop
she is
de
not
whoop. It's
incriminating
just a
herself.
whole lot of loose ish going on. It says, if you're fighting for him, and when I tried to talk to you several times, you blew me off. Cora, you know what you are doing to get Jason. You know you backed me in the corner, so don't say I lied to you when you know what you did and said to me, shaking my head. We are still in court because you don't want to give me my son, Cora. Like I stated, you could have helped me not take him from me. You're exactly right. During my pregnancy and afterwards, I was going through emotional distress and depression because of blank. I was not in my right mind, and you know that, and you knew that. As a friend, you should have been there telling me I could do it, that I could make it through, that I could raise all of my children with or without blank. That's not what you did, Cora. I was weak and weak minded, very vulnerable. You knew I was suffering from postpartum depression. Before I knew it, Cora, I didn't need you to scare me into taking my child from me. I needed support and a real friend. So this lady then poured her heart out to this lady. Now all she gonna say is, hey,
You're gonna say, let the courts decide.
let the courts decide.
She's gonna let
All
the
you gotta
courts
do is let the
decide.
courts decide. Let's go to our friends
Oh
and
Lordy.
see what it is. Finalization. No more court battles. Just having peace. We have discontinued any and all Jason's phone contact. Is not to continue to confuse him.
Wow.
Since you refuse to honor our wishes, in calling yourself his mommy and mother, even with us asking you not to, we felt it would be necessary to set boundaries. Unfortunately, going back 4 years.
So that's that bullshit. Now, after court, she got a whole lot to write, right? Now they out of court. She can write very well, right? It's like the father, he got a whole lot to say when he in the now when it's time to speak out, he ain't got nothing to say, right? They only got like a little clip. But now she got a whole lot to say. So she made it to whereas the boy, she think that she's cutting the boy straight from his mama. That's what she thinks. But she should also know. I don't know. The thing is, what they do with them kids allegedly, we don't know. We don't know. We talked about that in the video earlier. We don't know what they do with their kids. But what we do know is the lady know who her son is. And like she said, you can't keep her from her son. He gonna get older one day. Unless they brainwash the heck out that little boy. But brainwashing him or not, he's still gonna know this your real mama, this one is not. And now that's some old crabby crap. But again, these are the people that people continue to support. You could put clue after clue, evidence on top of evidence, receipt after receipt. People turn a blind eye to what is wrong. It's wrong. But again, the church is still packed. The money is still rolling in. But look how they're doing people. But it's more. It's more. I'm telling you guys, we're going deep dive. Let's go.
Years isn't an option, and given whatever court battle, those agreements that were made before the battle, obviously no longer valid agreements. Jason will get older.
Come on. Jason will get older and he does know who you are and who Jaden, Cree, Anaya, and Liam are. We haven't kept that from him. He knows that he came out your belly. Ain't that some crap? He came out your belly and so did they. But as far as mothering, Jason doesn't know you as his mother or mommy. My. It would be a long time before he is older. So for now, we are the ones that make the decisions concerning him. And that's just how it is. And our decision is to have boundaries and to keep confusion of you being any type of mother figure, ain't that some shit, out of his life until he is old enough to understand the concept fully. Again, we aren't blocking you, ain't that some shit? We ain't blocking you, but we are setting necessary boundaries to keep out confusion. Blessings to you. You see how I keep using God's name. We ain't blocking you, but we're gonna take them far, far away from you, where you can't even find him, and we changing numbers. But we ain't blocking you though. You just won't be able to find us. My. I will go to that church every day. Like, where you at? Man, oh man, it's Sabbath. That woman better get some picket signs or something and go into church and fight for your kids. Mm-hmm. And if they don't do that, they're gonna tell you what type of people these people are. But let's go.
Older, and he does know who you are and who Jaden, Cree, Anaya, and Liam are. We haven't kept that from him. He knows that he came from out of your belly,
Ain't
and
that some
so
shit out your belly? Not gave birth, but came out your belly. My. But she doesn't know. He doesn't know him as a mother. My.
they. But as far as mothering, Jason doesn't know you as his mother or mommy. It will be a long time before he is older. So for now, we are the ones that make the decisions concerning him, and that's just how it is. And our decision is to have boundaries and to keep confusion of you being any type of mother figure out of his life until he gets old enough to understand the concept fully. Again, we aren't blocking you. We are setting necessary boundaries to keep out confusion. Blessings to you. Man, what in the hell is going on with the Jakes, man? They done stole this lady kid. They done stole this lady kid, man. And they getting away with it because they cool with the courts. They already cool with the courts, so it don't even matter. They already getting away with it. So let's go ahead. I think we already ready, man. That was just a warm up. We got a whole bunch of shit to talk about tonight, man. We barely even getting started, man. We just getting our feet wet in this case. So TD Jakes, let's go. TD Jakes, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. This dude,
Baby, wrong. This beautiful lady scene here is actually Michelle, and Michelle is alleging one of the craziest stories I think I've ever heard on the internet. And here's how it goes.
I was homeless. I was leaving a 4 or 5 year relationship. I had 3 kids already, and I was pregnant with my 4th born, Jason. Um, when we got reacquainted, she told me that she'll be there to help me. You know, she told me that she was only there to help me.
So now you're probably wondering, who is Jason and how was Cora going to help Michelle with Jason. Jason happens to be Michelle's son. And at the time, Michelle had 3 children, and Jason was her fourth to be born. Now, here's a picture of Jason, and this is back in 2014. And you're probably wondering why Cora has an image of Jason on her Instagram page. That's where the story gets a bit convoluted. Now, in this post here, Cora writes, "The sleeping angel. I could sit here and watch him forever. Everything about him is extraordinary. God is so amazing." So you're probably wondering, why is Cora posting a picture of another woman's baby and exalted about it as though it's her child? That's where the story gets a bit more interesting.
And this story just keeps getting weirder and weirder, y'all. Jennifer Welsh sent me that 10-piece. I appreciate you, Jennifer. Salute. I appreciate you. I didn't lose. Let's get to it. Tone bite. Tone bite. Hold on. That's not the.
I didn't know how to deal with it. I just know that I was dealing with it. And she took that and she prayed on my vulnerability to the point where she had me in front of a fucking MacBook recording and asking me questions, talking about it was counseling, but it wasn't counseling. Because later on down the line, a few years later, she would then use that evidence against me in court when I went to fight for my son. Okay?
So you can see in Michelle's testimony there on Instagram, she's explaining exactly how Cora allegedly manipulated her into giving up her son. Earlier in that recording, Michelle stated that she was actually backed into a corner, and Cora and her husband Brandon stated that if she didn't give them her child, they were going to take him from her. I was actually able to dig up some photos of the last time that Michelle actually seen her baby Jason. And in the caption seen here, she says, "Without you, I've got nothing to lose." Also, there are more images of Michelle showing off baby Jason at the time that she still had custody of him. This is actually the last image that I was able to find of Michelle and her baby on her Instagram together. Now, Cora has not come out with a statement about the allegations of coercion for her adoption of this child, but the reason why the entire story came out is because of this. On May 4th of 2022, Richard Brandon Coleman, Cora's now ex-husband, was actually booked for, well, you can see the charges right here that I'm not going to say out loud, and he had a bond set of $150,000. In January of 2022, Cora and Brandon actually split up and filed for divorce. They never explained why they filed for divorce, but they just went ahead and filed for divorce after 10 years of marriage. And it kind of makes you wonder if those charges had anything to do with the reason why they were getting divorced. The next question you probably have was, why didn't Cora and her husband just go through the normal routine of trying to get a child through adoption? Why were they so set out on getting their friend's baby instead? I kind of have a theory to this. Part 3, though.
Man. So what y'all thinking about this whole
Oh
Cora
yeah, it's getting
situation?
better.
Now his daughter got some
It's
shit
getting
going
better,
on.
baby. Yeah.
Now TD Jakes.
Stole a baby, allegedly. Now let's jump right into the theory about how Cora and her husband didn't take the normal routine on adopting a child. I got online, I went to a Black internet forum for churches and actually found this post here. This entire post is from 2019, and it's when Cora's husband was charged with, well, you can see all of these things he was charged with. Sounds like pretty dangerous stuff. And that's just only one litany of charges from 2019. I imagine if we took a look back, he'd probably have other charges pending under his name. And I think because of those charges, they were not able to take the normal route through adoption. And even though Cora and her family have a litany of money, all the money in the world would not change an adoption agency's eyes on her husband's previous past. But this is not the first time Cora's done that. In that image that I showed you in part 1, which I'm going to show you here, Cora and her husband actually have a first child that they adopted. Don't actually know where she got that child from, but that is the child that was adopted prior to baby Jason. But
where the hell did she get the kid from? Where are they getting these kids from? TD, what you got going on, man? Because we know you linked with Epstein too, allegedly.
Exactly.
We know you got ties to that island.
Exactly.
See, that's what you didn't know. Yeah, I know that, TD.
Exactly.
You got ties over there to that island with Diddy.
It doesn't stop there, because although
Don't
Cora
stop
is
there.
a divorcee, she is on this rampage for more children.
And TD like I'm young. Keep it a buck. TD like I'm.
Are you going to let the greedy heating companies and their crazy high prices decide if
insatiability for having children comes from, but we do know that Cora spoke briefly about her infertility issues. In this 2014 post, Cora actually posted this on her Instagram, and it states, "Sometimes you need to decrease your surroundings in order for God to increase your faith. Hashtag fertility faith." And while searching for Cora on LinkedIn, I actually found that she was the director and founder of the children's ministry, which is at the Potter's House, her father, T.D. Jakes' church. It actually doesn't stop there. Look at this post that Cora posted on her Instagram just 5 days ago. Now, here's an image of another baby named Baby Ruby, and Cora posted this on her Instagram 3 days ago. And in the caption below, she states, "My Ruby be napping, hashtag nappy, hashtag nap time." And in this other post, Cora actually posted this, and the caption below states, "My best friend gave me quite possibly the best gift ever during the hardest transition of my life." And it seems like that Cora was getting another baby. I'm not entirely sure if that baby was gifted to Cora because her friend thought it would be a gift to give a friend, or if it was through the same means as it was when she got baby Jason. The very beginning of adoption of baby Jason, it actually wasn't adoption at all. Michelle stated that Cora simply stepped in to help as a godmother, and we can actually see that in some of the transcripts here. Let me show you. In that post with baby Jason, someone actually asked Cora, "Are you the mother?" Cora stated, "No, the auntie. He is Michelle Lau's baby. I just watch him every now and then." They make that abundantly clear that she was not the mother of that child. I'm going to have to do a part 4.
Man, man. What the hell, y'all? We finna hit 2K in the room. Where we at on the likes before we get to this next?
Sit up there and come to the agreement because I didn't know how to fight no more. They paid my lawyer off. They paid the judge off. They didn't even want to submit their income documents or health documents, nothing to the court where they had even a little minions around them doing the work for you. You know what I'm saying?
Every time I listen to her testimony, it just gets worse and worse. So let's get to that judge, okay? So this is Judge Faith Johnson. She's actually presided over their case, and according to Michelle, she's the one who got paid off, allegedly. Judge Faith Johnson was appointed by Greg Abbott, and yes, you see it there. She's a Republican. And I hate to bring politics into this, but as somebody with a degree in political science, we're going to have to talk about that. Now, T.D. Jakes has talked about staunchly how he is against the narratives and X, Y, and Z of the Republican Party. And I don't have to look that up. You can go look it up yourself. But the sheer fact that this Republican appointed judge was the judge presiding over that case, knowing that that woman who was fighting for the security of her child was no match up against the net worth of the Jake family. And when I say money, I mean money, honey. The Jake family own one of the largest churches in Texas. It's called the Potter's House. Let me show you an image. Seriously, talk about mega churches. And that's the crazy part about this entire story, that this girl who had no money and no means to even defend herself or to defend her child was going up against this kind of money and that kind of power. That's it. I actually reached out to Michelle to see if I could sit down and do an interview with her so she can tell her story from beginning to end. Michelle's story, because it's so complex, should be really heard from her mouth. Also, because her case includes a child, the child's records have been sealed. So there's no access to those records, only through Michelle. And so, fingers crossed that we're able to use our platform to be able to help her share her story and get her the desperate attention that she so needs.
Man. So yeah, definitely Michelle does need to be heard. And whatever we got to do to get this story out, excuse me, whatever we got to do to get this story out there, we got to use all our platforms to bring the Jakes down. Everybody has to use their platforms to go against the monsters of the industry. We gotta tear down every monster in this industry, and we gonna conquer them one at a time. Every time. Let's go.
Shit. Tell the shade room.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I'm glad you just said the shade room. Shade room. Where the hell are y'all at? Y'all post every scandal known to man. Y'all done posted everybody business up until now, all of a sudden, the shade room don't want to touch this. The shade room is compromised. Fuck the shade room. I told you I don't like the shade room. I never ever rocked with it. I mean, every now and then I just watch something on there just to see. It's never really nothing interesting. I don't follow it. I don't care to follow it. I don't like the shade room. At this point, I'm saying cancel the shade room. I don't want to rock. I don't want to see nothing from the shade room no more. They are compromised. They were compromised in the Alexis Ware case. They were compromised in the Shanquella Robinson case. They were, and now they're compromised in this TD Jakes case because they won't even talk about the TD Jakes because TD Jakes, the owner, excuse me, the person behind the shade room goes to his church, and they're a big fan of TD Jakes, and they're real close allegedly. So the shade room ain't gonna post this, man. Fuck the shade room. They handpick what they want to post because TD Jakes and their media company is behind them. So TD Jakes wants to control the narrative. So whatever TD Jakes wants out there, that's what they spin.
Part 5. As if the case couldn't get any more dicey. Now let's take a look at that judge with the bad wig. Now remember Judge Faith Johnson.
Judge Faith with the wig. Judge Faith with the loose wig. Let's go.
She was an appointed attorney general by Greg Abbott, and she was actually the judge who presided over Cora and Michelle's case for the child custody. Now, while in the live last night, some of our nosy bystanders actually sent me one of these tweets from TD Jakes. The tweet says, "Congratulations to my dear friend Faith Johnson on her recent selection as a Dallas County District Attorney." Interesting. Now, Bishop, you know that woman presided over your daughter's case. Y'all don't think that's a conflict of interest? Hold on, I got another picture. And that doesn't even sit there. Not only are they good friends, but she actually is a member of the Potter's House, and she actually came to the Potter's House to get prayer because she needed prayer for being a new district attorney and its prosecutors. Y'all, with the weirdness.
So there goes another play. She was out there running the play with TD Jakes, allegedly.
Stopped there, but it does not. Now check out this image. Now, another nosy bystander last night in the live told me that Cora has a unusual doll collection, and there's nothing wrong with collecting dolls. But let me read you the caption and tell me if you catch this. "I collect dolls. A lot of them got destroyed in the flood, so I'm starting over. This is the start. Minus one that's at my mom's house. They're watching television. Hashtag doll collector, hashtag serious business, hashtag love dolls, hashtag will pass down to my children." Now she states from left to right, Amari, Sarita, and Logan. You're probably thinking, okay, what's weird about that? She named her dolls. Except Amari is the name of her daughter. Logan is the name of her son after she changed his name from Jason. And Sarita happens to be the name of her mother. And there's nothing unusual naming dolls after your children, except Logan. She did not have that child till 2014, and it's timestamp here 2013. And Amari, whom I don't believe she got until 2011 or 12. So that's unusual to say the least. Now, Sarita happens to be the name of her mother. But if Cora has this insatiability of naming her dolls after her children, there's a good chance she could be naming her third child Sarita. And if you didn't catch the first,
what the hell is going on with TD Jakes' daughter, bro? She collecting dolls. They watch TV. Look, hey, I don't know who does that. To me, if I go to your crib,
on a whole,
and I open the
another
door
whole
and I see
church in the
TV on
house.
and there's 3 dolls sitting there. Why? I'm gonna be like, what in the girl? What the fuck is going on? Hey, you know what? I'm cool. I ain't eating shit here. You hungry? Nope. I'm not thirsty, hungry. I don't even want a bottle of water out this bitch. That and then you put it on Instagram as if it was some like. You know we can see you, right? Like you do real.
for the case, she was actually Cora's attorney. She then recused herself as her attorney for reasons unknown, and Cora went ahead and got herself a different attorney. The actual judge on the case is Nancy Berger. She's the one who presided over the case, and right after the case ends, she went ahead and retired. And that seems a little suspicious to me. Now, after speaking to Michelle and re-listening to her live video on Facebook, which I encourage you to go check out, Michelle made a really damning statement about what occurred at the second trial. Michelle stated that Cora did not want to release her medical records to the judge. And that's interesting because based on someone's medical records, they could be deemed suitable or not suitable to care for a child. And since Cora didn't release them, there's no way to figure out what it is she was trying to hide from the courts. Except one of you nosy bystanders actually reached out to me and stated that Cora had actually did a stint in California because of some issues she was having back home in Texas.
Mm.
Now, we can't prove as to why she was in California,
Mama.
but we can't go all the way back to her MySpace era, and we can see that Cora Jakes posted a photo here of her in Beverly Hills, California. Now, if you ask me, I want to know why she was in Beverly Hills, California, but that's besides the point. Let's get to the point where we find a history
Y'all know Diddy stay out there, but let's continue.
of Cora taking in a lot of children. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. After spending some days in the Wayback Machine, I was actually able to find a litany of tweets from Cora naming a slew of babies. In a tweet seen here, Cora actually states, "My hubby won't admit it, but JoJo is a mama's boy. He was fussy all day till he got to me, and now he's out like a light laying down." And then this is where Cora actually tags her husband, whose Twitter page is no longer available. But I'd like to ask, who is baby JoJo? In another tweet from 2011,
They got a weird
I
obsession
know,
with
girl. I
kids,
mean, boy,
man.
yeah, keep
actually
up all
says,
these
"Feeding
babies.
has to be the worst thing for kids. Kinsley is trying to eat everything."
Kinsley,
Again, we don't know who Kinsley
JoJo,
is because
Joseph,
Cora
Kinsley, Rose,
does not speak of
Ruby.
Kinsley or JoJo. In
Mhm.
another
Who the hell is Kinsley and
That's
JoJo?
what I'm
tweet I
trying
found from
to say.
2012, Cora states, "Pray Saints, I'm 20 minutes away from home and I left my wallet at home by accident and I have all three of my girls with me." We don't know who these three girls are, so don't come asking me because I don't know. I'm just trying to lay down a pipeline of a ton of babies that have come in and out of Cora's life.
What are they doing with these babies? Where the babies coming from, and who kids are these?
The video I did
This woman
earlier.
and her kids and
Mhm.
stole them. How
Yeah.
many kids have they stolen over there?
Mhm.
I'm with all three of my girls. What three girls? What is oh, we deep diving into this
Yeah,
shit.
babe.
This is the beginning. I'm gonna have to post another part because this is where the story gets a bit sinister.
Oh man, it's gonna get worse than that. It's gonna get worse than that. Get the likes up, y'all. I'm not starting this. If it's gonna get
Oh yeah,
sinister,
let me check
and
my
it's
own
involving
likes,
Jakes, I need the
man.
likes to go up now.
Can we at least
At
get
this
some
point,
likes?
I think
Yeah, let's get
everybody
these
on the edge
likes
of their
up.
seats 'cause
Shoot.
don't nobody know what the fuck gonna happen next. Don't nobody in this room know what the fuck gonna happen next. I need these likes to go up. But we should be past 800. I need 50 likes right now.
For a moment, I'd like to speak to you on the subject topic, don't divide the baby. Take the baby and run.
If practicing what you preach were a person, that would be Cora.
Did she say take the babies and run?
Mhm.
Did Cora just say take the babies and run?
Now let's head back to Twitter because there is a thread that I want to show you guys. So another one of our nosy bystanders, who happens to be my mother, actually asked this question: did Cora have a license to be a foster parent? Well, one, we don't know. And two, if she was, there is no evidence that I've been able to uncover to say that. But Cora has all the time and energy to produce that information. So back to this Twitter thread. And to preference this, Cora actually went through a slew of different Twitter handles, and Mommy to Amari is one of them. Now, that Twitter handle happened to not exist anymore, but you can type the name into Twitter and it'll give you a slew of threads. So to begin, this Twitter thread is written by someone named Purposely Chosen. They're actually reaching out to Sarita Jakes, TD Jakes' wife, and Cora Jakes' mother. They state at the top, "I want to contact your daughter. Our organization serves displaced pregnant and parenting teens and their babies, and the website is purposelychosen.org. Cora jumps into the thread and states, "My mother is amazing. I'm not sure what daughter of hers you're speaking of, Sarah Jakes or me, but either way, hello." Purposely Chosen actually replies back to Cora and Cora's old Twitter handle and states, "Hi, I believe it's Sarah. My organization serves displaced pregnant and parenting teens. I was a teen parent as well." Now, the reason why I inserted that thread in here is because it seems like if Cora was not a registered foster parent, then there is a correlation between teens who are pregnant or young adults who are pregnant who are parenting their teens who might need some help.
And then she takes them from them. She watches them be vulnerable, and then they finesse them and get the kids, and then you never know what the hell happened to the kids because they just disappear. Man, this is crazy.
The fact that Cora chimed in on that tweet when it did not reference her, it actually referenced her sister. And if you didn't know, Sarah Jakes was a teen mom herself. Sarah Jakes actually got pregnant and had her baby at the age of 14. The Jakes family actually helped her raise and nurture that child, and that child is still with the family to this day. But again, that tweet is so mysterious. Now, here are some other tweets that I found of Cora dating all the way back to 2010. In this thread, Cora was not married and she had not had any children with her. And at the time, she was working for a nanny service. Here's another tweet from 2010 and stating the last day of June, anyone need a nanny?
So she just want to watch. She want kids bad. Who needs a nanny? Like, the hell no. Please don't hire that damn lady.
I know where Cora's insatiable
hold on.
appetite to be a mother.
See, the problem comes in at it's not the fact of her wanting kids so bad, not the fact that she can't have biological kids, allegedly. The point is why she is unable to obtain a license to be one. That would be the question. Why does she have to go through the back door, allegedly, to get your kids? Because could it be because them kids may not be counted for? See, if you're in a foster agency, I'm not saying that people treat kids good in foster care, but they're counted for. Like, they have to go and see the foster care people here and there. I don't know how it go, but you're only a foster mother. They still technically belong to the state. They technically still belong to the state. You're just a foster mother. But if you go through the back door, they don't belong to the state. So you don't have to answer to the state. If I'm correct, I'm not sure. But it's some type of legal thing where she just can't be a foster mama. Or just be somebody who would, that we see it all the time. People start off as foster mamas and they end up adopting the kids. Why isn't that the case for her? Why does she has to go through the back door and then put in the word ministry, then put in the word she's helping young mothers? Next thing you know, mamas don't see their kids no more. So the parents just give them away. But see, this is why I tell these men all the time, if you claiming that these women are keeping your children away from you, the woman this, the woman that, go get your kids. You got kids, and for a lot of these things are happening to your kids, and you can stop it, but you choose not to. Because, hey, Sergeant, thank you. I showed the other video earlier. Hopefully you saw it, but thank you for that. That was really good. Now that video basically goes to what I'm showing right now from what things that was being said. But as I'm saying, the father's always, it's a whole foster care that's full of your kids. Go get them. I haven't seen none of y'all go get your kids. Because even though that lady is crying about her kid, even though the mother, see, this is why this is confusing to people, because the father still has 50% of that child. So even if Cora did that, when these fathers do not step up, this is what happens to your kids. They cannot do that. Yeah, it's gonna be some more juice coming out. Fathers could go get their kids. You just can't know. The father has to sign off on that too. But if they can't find you, and after a certain amount of time, that's when they take away your rights. Can't find you. But if she was able to find that Joseph is his name, find his daddy, then that's another whole entire thing, another whole entire situation. He never said he didn't want his kid, and he could afford her for his child. But again, men are not fighting for their kids because they don't know where the mama at. They're calling her bitter and calling her everything in the book, but you don't even know where your kid is at. Too many things are happening to kids, and people don't know what's going on with their children. Go get your kids. Oh, but don't forget now. Well, you ain't missed too much, but you can always go back and catch the replay. Cause we halfway in there for now. Okay, so I'm just saying. Woo. So now all these babies, she come on in, come on in my house, come on in my house. I'm gonna treat you, and she records the conversation and all of that. And that's why I keep telling you guys, y'all better stop thinking, oh, because people put God in their name and pastor in their name and all this other crap, that they are good people. I gotta research everybody. Well, let's go.
From, and it might play a lot of reference as to why she has this appetite for children. But stay tuned, because I'm sure I'm going to be able to dig up more. And thanks again to you, nosy bystander.
Man, this shit is wicked and wild, loose and alleged. This is wicked, wild, loose, and alleged. Are y'all ready for the next one of these, man? I don't even know what the hell. At this point, I don't even know, fam.
Who Malachi's father is, we just know that it's never been disclosed, at least to us.
Who the hell is that kid's father? Who is that
Yep,
kid's father? Because no one knows.
I just was saying that. Yep, I just was saying that.
If you've ever seen text behind
Where are
something just
these
like
kids'
this,
fathers?
it's actually not hard, especially using Adobe Express. So let me show you.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Man. I don't know, fam. I'm gonna be real. I don't know. I'm gonna keep it a big buck. I don't know.
But according to a little bit of source of information, it turns out that Sarah's family, as powerful as they are, has pushed Malachi's father out of the picture. When his father came back to try to get some sort of leverage into his son's life, again, here come the Jakes. Now that Sarah has her feet wet, she's actually taken a play out of her own playbook. Now, back in July of 2012, Sarah actually announced her divorce from that linebacker and made sure to put out a really nice press release for us to read. And the reason we know why it happened in the summer of 2012, well, come look at this. That's because TD Jakes was actually being honored at the McDonald's 365 Awards ceremony and for community service at the Essence Film Festival. And funny enough, here is Roland Martin, TD Jakes, and Sarah. And Robert is nowhere to be found. Now, after that star-studded event, Sarah went ahead and asked Robert for a divorce, and this is where the story gets sinister. According to my sources, Sarah went ahead and hired one of the most powerful attorneys at the time to represent her. Want to guess who that is? Our favorite attorney, Judge Faith. But that's not where the story ends. According to sources, after the divorce, Robert actually has not seen his child since 2014, that little tiny baby girl that we saw earlier. But Sarah wasn't done yet. Look what Sarah had lined up just after announcing her divorce.
There is looking for what's inside of them. And I came to tell you tonight at this conference, get ready to do some digging because we're going to find out why you went through what you went through. We're going to find out why they hurt you. We're going to find out why they broke you because you didn't just go through to go through. He's got something in you. He's got something inside of you. Do you believe me?
I most certainly do. Now, peep the name, right? Sarah wasn't actually legally divorced during that Woman Thou Art Loose conference, but they made sure to change her name to Sarah Jakes just before she got on stage. And if you think that's the end of the story, think again, because look who's set to line up their final Woman Thou Art Loose conference. And there you have it, Cora Jakes. Part 9.
Man, you gotta be. You can't even make this type of stuff up, man. Like you can't make it up. it is what it is at this point, man. Let's get back to this damn shit, man. I don't know. I don't know, fam. It's loose. It's alleged. TD Jakes. What you and your family got going on, man? Where these babies at? Where these kids? Parents, it's like y'all find troubled teens. It's like y'all find troubled teens, and then you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it is what it is at that point. You find a troubled teen, and if she's pregnant, even better for you because you can finesse her out that kid. You know what I'm saying? Keep it a buck.
Okay, you're correct. Let's get to part 9 now. Because the story is ongoing, we're doing a lot of pivoting. So let me make a few things abundantly clear. Okay. So the reason why we're mentioning Sarah's story, right? Like, how does she come into play, right? You following? Is because it's a pattern of this isolation for these children from their biological parents or their other parents, and then basically using the court system to strip the other parents from their paternal rights to their children. Sarah and Cora have used the same attorney, this one, Judge Faith Johnson, to basically do all of their bidding. And so now that we're all caught up to speed, let's lay out all of the characters before I insert this other disturbing stuff, okay? So Sarah allegedly strips her firstborn son's father from his right to see his child, okay? The first instance. In the second instance, Sarah has allegedly stripped her ex-husband from the right to see his child, who he has not seen since 2014. 3, Cora, using the same attorney, Judge Faith, we call her Judge Faith, but she's also an attorney as well, okay, has used Judge Faith to now strip Michelle from her son, Jason. Obviously, Cora has not learned how to do this on her own. Her sister's playbook is what she's learning from.
See, and they got this from their daddy and their mama because they've been doing this with kids. Take the kids and run. That's what she said. That's what the mama said. Take the kids and run. Come on, man. These people, loose and alleged. TD Jakes and his wife, they've been on that island, man. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Allegedly, they've been on that island.
The second thing that we know is that the sisters tend to get themselves out of relationships gearing up for the Woman Thou Art Loose conferences. And why is that important? It's important because their storyline, right, of these broken divorcees plays really well for book sales. And if you didn't know, churches sell the most self-help books than any other industry in America. Now let's get to this Instagram post from Cora. So this was actually sent to me on Twitter from a nosy bystander. This image was taken on October 10th of 2012. The image seen here is Cora holding a baby's hand. And in the caption, it says, "Best part of my day, hashtag Jason is extraordinary." And now you're probably asking yourself, why is this image unusual, right? Well, it's unusual because this baby is not Jason. This is Jason. And in this image, he's only 7 weeks old. And check the date, it's 2014. Now, why would Cora be calling this mystery baby Jason? The short answer is we don't know. We can only speculate that she was gearing up to name that baby Jason. But that baby happened to be baby Jojo or baby Josiah, the baby that was stripped from Cora by his biological mother. Part 10 on Saturday.
Man, what the? This chick it's sinister. It's almost disturbing. I'm gonna be real. It's kind of giving me chills, but that gave me chills, man. Like this is getting disturbing. Like it was like funny, like oh these people weird. It's like hold on, man. Like this is for real. Like these people really got some deep dark secrets going on, and it like what the fuck is going on in this family, bro? Let's keep it a buck. Let's tune in.
And thank you very much. This is the final part, part 11. Part 10 was taken down, but I went ahead and posted it here. So let's get into the final part. Okay? I went ahead and spoke with somebody who was actually at the trial of Michelle and Cora for baby Jason. And here's what they have to say. Now, just to preface this witness was actually a longtime friend of Cora's, but of course, as we grow older, we grow apart. This person was actually there for the trial of Michelle, and she stated that Cora also took the stand in that trial. Now, according to this witness, when Cora took the stand, she made it very clear that she was not infertile. And why is that important? Well, first, Cora has made it abundantly clear that her infertility is what brought her to wanting to be a mother to adoptive children. And second, Cora actually states it a number of times in her two released books. But let's take a look again at Michelle's statement.
They paid my lawyer off. They paid the judge off. They didn't even want to submit their income documents, her health documents.
Now, that's interesting because why exactly would Cora and her team not want to submit her health records? Well, I think we figured it out. Well, first, if Cora stated that she was not infertile, then that wouldn't be a reason as to why she would want to take someone else's child. And the second portion is actually tied into this story. Now, pay close attention. After speaking to four
Ain't it,
witnesses
Nick?
who are very close to the family, two of them actually still working for the church, let me tell you this story as to why Cora would never want her medical records released. In the fall of 2007, Cora had a bright idea to go and meet a man in Kentucky. And we know that because two of the witnesses actually joyrided with her. According to the witnesses, when Cora's family found out that she was in Kentucky meeting this strange man, they went ahead and shipped her back to Texas. After a litany of doing wild things that teens do, Cora was actually shipped off to California. According to the two witnesses here, Cora actually stayed at Bridges Recovery, a mental health and counseling facility. The only reason we know why Cora was in California, well, it's because of this. While Cora was in California, she actually geotagged herself in Beverly Hills, California, and this is from her MySpace era. And that's not all. The actual witness that I spoke to was on Cora's call list while she was at the facility and spoke to her a number of times. Knowing that Cora may have allegedly spent a stint at a mental health facility may be one of them.
We'll help remove your personal info from old.
See, the problem is members know everything. But like I was saying this morning, yesterday, the day before yesterday, today, tomorrow, people are blinded by who they put on. Once they put you on a pedestal, you are now blinded. They can do no wrong. Even if you see it with your own eyes. Once you, but a lot of these people, they go to either churches or seminars or spiritual getaways and all this other things. Once they got you, they got you. And God said, many will come in his name. Hey, antisocial. Hey, sweetie, what's going on, baby? So once they got you, they got you. And that's why people still sit in these churches. There is no need for mega churches. I keep telling you, a pastor job is of service, not to get serviced. It is of service. And if you cannot have access to your pastor, then you're in the wrong place. People are not just there to hear you read scripture and everybody like, yeah, when you should be already reading your book anyway, whatever book you choose to believe in. But I'm going to say the Bible, whatever you choose to do, you choose to do. But it doesn't matter what you choose to do or whom you choose to follow. You still put these people on a pedestal. And at that point, they got you. So whatever they do, you got every excuse in the book. Until the higher ups wants to take them down. Now, when the higher ups want to take them down, then you're looking like Diddy. But it's not too much about Diddy we didn't know already. Nobody in here cannot say they did not know about Diddy parties, but they still chose to support him. everybody has joked over all of these years about Diddy parties, but it was okay. All them people was in his parties doing what they do. It was okay. We all heard about a lot of these people in the entertainment business. We heard about a lot of these pastors. We hear about a lot of these cult peoples. None of these things are new because they know they got you, because you do not believe in the source itself. You believe in them. And that's the problem, what we are having today. You believe in them. You do not believe in the source. Do not believe in God, the source himself. You believe in man. And that's why they're able to do what they do. Y'all better stop acting like y'all don't know that y'all pastors were in these fraternities. Y'all better stop acting like that. Y'all better stop acting like when they had went to college or whatever, they did not join fraternities, but they do not have no business joining. They are well protected. They have what you call the brotherhood. And if you're a sister, you have if you're a woman, you have what you call the sisterhood. Yeah, they run deep, baby. They don't even believe in God the way they tell you that they do. So they got the brotherhood who looks out for them and protect them. They don't even let God do his job. Y'all turn a blind eye when they do them symbolism and them hand gestures and everything. Y'all turn a blind eye. So all of these things that go down, they don't push it under the rug. The people push it under the rug because nobody speaks upon it. Same way that man wanted $100 and something million for a damn plane. The people, he didn't have to push it under the rug. The people found 50 million excuses why this man need a plane to go somewhere when his own community is jacked up. Your own community is jacked up. Your people that's in your church, especially some of these churches that have 2 and 3 sessions a day to get all your money. That's how many people come to these churches. They can't even do one session. So all these people are going through, a lot of them are going through some things. They don't even have access to you. They can't even come down and shake your hand and go, hey, pastor, how you doing? No relationship at all. But it still gets better. It gets better. We on a ride, baby. Hold on. We on a ride, baby. Let's go.
It could also be a reason as to why Cora and Brandon did not go through the traditional route of adoption. Now, although the state of Texas does not have a requirement for psychological evaluation, many agencies in the state of Texas, including this one here, actually conduct psychological and readiness tests for potential parents. And if you ask me, the only way Cora was going to get a baby is if she took it, allegedly. So that's it, you guys. That's all I got, all 11 parts. And don't worry, Cora, we got all the texts we need. Bye, you guys.
Man. Cora and Sarah and TD and company. These
The entire operation.
2014 plays a significant role in everything with the Jakes, and the Shade Room was formed in 2014. And allegedly, TD Jakes is behind the whole thing. Allegedly, TD Jakes got his hands so tied into the Shade Room, he making money off the shit. That's all I'm gonna say.
The Shade Room needs no introduction. It's very imperative that we actually start our investigation here. As a nosy bystander, let's try to figure out exactly why the Shade Room failed to actually post a story about Cora. So like a nosy bystander, I did some digging. And I actually found this Elle Magazine article about the Shade Room, and look at this little blurb that Cardi B inserted herself in. Now, according to Elle Magazine, Cardi B officially declared herself to not mess with the Shade Room. She stated that after leaving a number of posts on a few pictures from the Shade Room, they went ahead and deleted her comments, and she didn't understand why. Cardi B also stated that the Shade Room never posted any positive highlights of her career, and she thought that was kind of shady. But it actually doesn't stop there. The singer Summer Walker actually stated that the shade room was a disgusting place. Summer stated that it's where the insecure feel the most confident. It's where people's lower selves thrive. But that's not all. In a deleted post, actor Lakeith Stanfield stated that the shade room was anti-black and was problematic for the black community. Don't worry, honey, because there is plenty more on the internet where that came from. Outside of deleting comments from artists they may not like and only highlighting the ones that they do, the Shade Room does have a close connection with the Potter's House. And let's check that out. Just a month ago, our good friend Angela here is actually seen on the stage with Tori Roberts. And if you aren't caught up to speed, Tori happens to be married to Sarah Jakes, TD Jakes' daughter. And if you think that Angela just randomly sat on stage with Tori Roberts is a one-time dealing, you'd be wrong. Angela actually has her roots in the Potter's house, and we're going to get into that in part 2. Because I'm telling you, the ties between the Shade Room and the Potter's house go a lot deeper than you think.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yep,
dun,
I'm telling you, TD Jakes got his hands so in. He's invested
dun, dun, dun,
into
dun,
the Shade Room. I'll
dun,
just leave it
dun.
at that. Why you think the Shade Room covered them stories how they cover
Mhm.
them? TD Jakes got his hands tied into the Shade Room. They're not gonna touch this TD Jakes story. They're not gonna touch Cora. They're not touching none of this. Keep that shit a buck.
Part 2. So we last left off where we were talking about the interconnections between the Shade Room and the Potter's house, correct? So while doing some sleuthing, I went ahead and actually found their employee roster. Check this out. While doing some digging on the Apollo app, I was actually able to find the roster of employees at the Shade Room. Now, you would think that a company that large would have more than 24 employees, but here we are. Now, the first employee I found was Amy Ike. Amy Ike used to work for Trinity Broadcasting Network, and she's actually a makeup artist for the Shade Room. Now, if you thought that her name sounded familiar, well, let me tell you whose relative I just found.
Happy Sunday, family. What a pleasure it is to be with you all on this day. I am so
Of course, right? There goes the Shade Room people right there. Right there at that church. There goes the Shade Room, y'all.
excited for what God has purposed to do in and through your life.
Well, Stephanie, we're proud too. But that's not all. Check out this other employee that I found at the Shade Room. Now, meet Taylor Bickman. They were actually a digital marketing manager for TD Jakes Ministries. And what do you have it? They now work at the Shade Room.
Oh man, TD Jakes hiring all his people. TD Jakes is hiring all his people, y'all. What did I tell you? TD Jakes is running. He been running plays for a long time. This man been running plays. He run plays through his church. He run plays through the media. He's tied into the media. He is the media. Oh man.
This article is actually pulled from the LA Sentinel, and here you can see Angela and Stephanie Ike discussing their series that they have with the Potter's House. This is actually a podcast called The Same Room. The Same Room is in their 3rd season, and they are actually funded in part by the Potter's House. And that's exactly what happens when you have the media in your pocket. When a church like the Potter's House has one of the largest Black publications in their back pocket, well, no wonder we don't hear stories about Cora or even Jermaine. And if you didn't know, back in 2009, Jermaine actually had an incident where he was caught doing some lewd things in the park. And even then, when he had other litany of charges that stemmed past 2014 when the Shade Room was birthed, they still never discussed it. So now that we're all realizing that the Shade Room is not news, let's actually get into what the BuzzFeed actually discovered about the Shade Room. So the BuzzFeed actually reached out to a lot of the old school bloggers before the Shade Room had actually become birthed. The BuzzFeed actually got a quote from Juana Thomas, and they stated that the Shade Room is filth. And I couldn't agree more. They stated that it is the very definition of toxic waste. And they also stated that in a tweet, block me if you follow or engage in the Shade Room. Angela actually reached out to BuzzFeed and stated that she wouldn't be getting as much flack if she was a white publication, which is not true because the Shade Room actually doesn't produce journalism.
All this shit is tied in. All this shit is tied in. See, Sapphire said Corey and Mr. Brown get it. Tyler Perry's characters. This shit, Tyler Perry is tied right into Diddy, and he's tied right into TD Jakes. This is, and they use the church to push that. You know what I'm saying? Tyler, you know what I'm saying? They use the man, y'all. But
He's a real kid.
this shit is all connected, man, and it's all
People want
connected
their
to the
kids back.
kids.
Angela actually stated that she wouldn't be getting as much flack if she were a white publication, which is absolutely incorrect. The Shade Room actually produces content for celebrities that they like and suppress content for celebrities that they may be protecting or dislike. The Shade Room also pumps out a lot of these small images and think pieces that they decide to call news, when in actuality, it isn't. A lot of their publication does not offer any nuance and does not dissect into the story that gets down to the point of it. And so, because of that, this is the reason why a lot of roommates are leaving. And that's not all. In part 3, we're actually going to be dissecting the interview that Kyle did from the Neighborhood Talk about why he left the Shade Room. And don't worry, I actually sent him an email.
Man, the shade room. I told y'all the shade room was shady though. Whenever they would jump into the Alexis Ware case, I told y'all, I was like, bro, do not trust the shade room. They are compromised. So I called that in 2022. I told y'all that in 2022, man, do not trust the shade room. That dude Justin was cool with that dude Alexis Ware's brother, and they ran a play. They used that platform to run a play, just like TD Jakes used his platforms to do fake miracles and to do fake healings and stuff like that. And you've been touched by that, man. Come on, brother. Not saying that type of stuff can't happen. Look, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying you not doing it. I'm not saying what is real or what is I'm not even talking about that. I'm just gonna say what you not doing. You not doing no miracles and you not doing no healings. Fam, you over there running the play. You capping. You worse than Miss Cleo at this point. TD, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. You look like Miss Cleo at this point. Your credibility is shot. You looking like Miss Cleo out here. Call me now. Get your goofy ass on, TD. Looking like Mr. Brown.
I got you. Part 3. Now, before we discuss that interview that Kyle did with the Neighborhood Talk about him exiting the Shade Room, let's get into some of these DMs, well, from the Shade Room. And I want to thank one of our nosy bystanders for actually reaching out to the Shade Room. So let's see what they have to say. So our nosy bystander actually reached out to the Shade Room, and let's dissect exactly what it is they had to say. So our nosy bystander started off the conversation by saying, why y'all not talking about the Jakes family situation like everyone else? Just wondering, is it because y'all owner is friends with them? The Shade Room stated, what's the situation? Yeah, all right. Our nosy bystander continued and said, Cora Jakes manipulating Michelle, taking her son Jason, allegedly. I know y'all seeing all of this. The Shade Room replied, no, actually haven't heard about it. All right. Our nosy bystander continues and says, I also see how y'all owner have been on the Jakes platform a couple times. So just wondering, is that the reason why y'all haven't had y'all post the story? Our nosy bystander continues and says, oh, wow, you're missing the tea. You want the story? But now we're going to get to where it gets juicy. The Shade Room replies and says, we have a spiritual page called The Same Room.
Man, here we go.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. That's one small step.
And lots of spiritual leaders and celebrities speak on that platform, but we haven't heard this story. Is it about his daughter? Our nosy bystander goes on and says, and Pastor Ike's sister works for the Shade Room as well. So that could be another reason why this story is not being broadcast. And yes, it's about his daughter. Michelle have been going live telling her story on how they helped take her son and everything. The Shade Room replies, it doesn't seem like something we would post. Can you send the details? Now, before we continue, I just wanted to make it abundantly clear. Why wouldn't this story, one of the biggest stories that has been gracing across all of the internet, not be something that they would post? And don't you worry, the Shade Room told us why. I didn't even have to tell the nosy bystander this. She knew what was up. Our nosy bystander goes on to say, but you post about other drama and other things that are not relevant, so that's weird. And I couldn't agree more. Now, just so y'all know,
So the Shade Room, look, hey, look, man, that's not something we want to. Of course not, because y'all are. If you post that story, it's gonna be up between you and Mr. Brown and them. I mean, TD Jakes and them. That it's gonna be up with you and TD at that point. Don't piss Mr. Brown off now.
the Shade Room continues. Now, the Shade Room states, we post drama that has to do with what people our platform cares about. Now, if we stop the conversation right there, it's abundantly clear that the Shade Room, or whoever it is writing those messages, thinks that the Shade Room does not care about TD Jakes, Sarita Jakes, Cora Jakes, Sarah Jakes, Jermaine Jakes, Jamar Jakes, and the others. And if that's not true, you guys better find somebody else to be checking your messages. Now, before I read the statement, This is probably exactly where the Shade Room employee lost their job. The employee continues and says, if it's happening and we haven't heard about it, then more than likely our roommates don't care about it. They send us things they want to see on the page, just as you did, but this is the first message we've received about it. Part 4.
Man. This has to be one of the craziest stories we've ever covered. I'm gonna be real. This is some of the weirdest. I'm talking about TD Jakes and his people got to be some of the. I don't know, man. I don't even know what to make of this at this point. I don't know, man. But we nearing the end of the deep dive into TD Jakes, but we got a lot more to go. We not near done. Let's go.
You got that right indeed. This is part 4, last part. So let's finish reading those DMs from the Shade Room. So we last left off where the Shade Room was pretending that did nobody want to hear the story. All right. So a nosy bystander chimes in and says, I know it's not you, but I wouldn't say cares about. Because a lot of celebrities have spoken on times where their comments get deleted, or how y'all will post the negative about them instead of the positive. But okay, sending it over. Now, the Shade Room replied below and stated, we post positive and negative. Unfortunately, negative tends to get more attention. Now, if we're going to go with that working theory that the negative gets more attention, then why exactly haven't they posted this story about Cora? Being that it's negative and it would have gotten them a lot of attention. Well, we already know that. The Shade Room clearly has an isolated relationship with the Potter's house, and it could be the main reason as to why they didn't post this story.
We all know why they not posting this story. Somebody in the chat says, she had a church in LA, living in Malibu, I believe, months before the last conference this year. She moved back to Dallas. Kirk Franklin adopted a little girl 26 years ago when he was under TD Jake's mentorship. Allegedly, he also wasn't married when he got that baby from only God knows where, but he claims he adopted her allegedly. You may not know this, but Kirk Franklin is TD Jake's nephew with his tight pants wearing self. So now all this shit makes sense. They all running a weird. No, none of these people are foster parents, but they all adopting kids. Now let that sink in your brain real quick. Think about that. None of them are foster parents, but all of them are adopting kids. How the fuck is that possible? Stay woke.
It's very obvious. The nosy bystander chimed in and says, oh, y'all should care. It's a wild story, especially coming from who has a great influence among the nation. Yes, that's always sad to say. And don't worry, the Shade Room left her on red. And if you needed more proof that the Shade Room was in bed with the Potter's house, check this out. And remember, in part 2, we actually discussed the same room. The same room happens to be a podcast and a blog ran by the Shade Room. And while checking out the LLC, we can see that Stephanie Ike is one of the parent owners of the same room. So if you ask me,
the church is running the Shade Room.
I couldn't agree
I couldn't agree more either.
more.
I couldn't agree more either. The church is running the Shade Room. TD Jakes and the church, the Potter's house, is running the Shade Room. There you go, right there. It's all connected. The media, the church. Man, this is a crazy game, man. But the church is running the media game. Who would have thunk it? The Potter's house runs the Shade Room. Who would have ever thought TD Jakes and his team was running the Shade Room? Well, now you know. There ain't no denying it. You could say allegedly, but all these people connected. Ain't no way in hell all y'all, man, come on. And there's a reason why no one on the Shade Room will touch this story. The Shade Room won't touch this TD Jake story. Then we be so you're not interested in one of the most explosive stories that you could touch right now. Yeah,
Not exactly. This is part 12. Now, I thought I'd be finishing out this chorus series, but I got a call today, so here we go. So if you don't know who this tiny little soul is here, this happens to be Bianca. And after that disturbing call I got today, let me share with you Bianca's story. So the story begins sometime in 2011, very early 2012. And we know that because of this. Roughly around May of 2012, this handle, Mommy to Amari, actually appears on Twitter. That Twitter handle actually belonged to Cora Jakes. Now, the Twitter handle is not dead, it's just simply deactivated. And just simply by using that Twitter handle, it gives us a rough timeline about when Cora was able to acquire Bianca. And if you're wondering why I'm calling Amari Bianca, it's because that is her actual name. And let me tell you the story about how she and her mother met the Jakes. So, according to this anonymous source, Bianca and her mother are from Mexico. Bianca and her mother arrived in the United States and found their way to the Potter's house. And just for reference, back during the Obama administration in 2011, the Department of Homeland Security had a policy that ICE agents were not allowed to go anywhere near churches if migrants so happened to find sanctuary there, which is a good indication that Bianca and her mother may have found some sort of refuge while being at the Potter's house. But of course, when it comes to Cora Jakes, that's when everything turns left. Now, according to the source that I spoke to, Cora actually built a relationship with Bianca's mother and at times would watch Bianca while the mother was working or doing any other errands. And like the story we've heard many times before, through coercion, Cora was attempting to acquire Bianca. The source let me know that Cora went to her mother, who happens to be Sarita Jakes, and told her that she believed that she would not be able to acquire Bianca. And yes, the source was in the room when that conversation occurred. Now, on April 4th of 2012, Cora actually tweeted that my husband and I, Sky Ventura, are happy to announce that we have received our baby girl and she's the light of our world. We are thrilled. Not so fast, Cora. She actually didn't legally adopt Bianca at the time. She just simply had got her through a parental guardianship. Kind of sounds like the same thing she did with Michelle and baby Jason. And by the time this image was taken with Cora and Brandon and Bianca, they had already legally were able to take custody of her. And let me tell you how. So some of the information that I'm going to share with you is a bit heartbreaking. Trigger warning, okay? Because Bianca's mother was putting up much needed fight in order to not lose her daughter Bianca, according to this source, allegedly, Cora Jakes went to her mother and explained the situation about Bianca. Sarita Jakes allegedly stepped in, and then poof, Bianca's mother was gone. They deported her. Part 13.
Damn. So they Sarita Jakes got this lady packed up, and then they took her daughter, and ain't no telling what, you know what I'm saying? Knowing what we know about these people and the allegations and the not even allegations, the motherfuckers in jail for shit. You know what I'm saying? It kind of make you think, what the hell is going on with these kids, man? What y'all got going on, fam? This ain't right. This ain't right at all, man. And we gotta shed light on this shit, because this is sick and sinister and twisted.
Well, you're a little too late for that, Butter Pecan. This is chapter 2.
Tell him I'm more than a conqueror. Tell him I'm mentally stable.
Not so fast. And if you go by the name of TD and Sarita Jakes, I highly encourage you to turn the volume up on this next part.
Hey, babe, it's me. So they checked me into a psychiatric hospital yesterday because I didn't do well picking up Amari, and I put my pain and my fear and anxiety on her, and we on that next level. We up on that next. Up on that next level. A very unhealthy way, and after getting ripped apart about that, I got very, very suicidal.
We
and
keep
Dr.
driving,
Judge
sister.
happened to
We
be there.
keep
So
driving.
and her
Yes.
worked out for me to be at a psychiatric hospital for the next
It's
couple
a
of days
rabbit
to be on
hole.
suicide watch.
Rabbit hole, baby.
They're taking care of the kids, and I've been able to do a lot of processing here. I actually slept for like 6 hours. I haven't slept for over an hour or two since Sunday. Eating a little bit, but not a lot. I just wanted to check in with you and let you know what's going on. And, you know, I wrote you a letter, I wrote Mari a letter, I wrote Tuka a letter, and then just a letter to family in general. But I love you, and I guess I'll try to call you back in a little bit.
Now that I have your attention, Bishop, let's go back to August of 2021. Now, for reference, Bishop, that call was made on August 21st of 2021, and it happened to be made to Brandon. Now, to go back to that voicemail, Cora actually stated she didn't get any sleep from Sunday, which would have been August 15th. Now, why is that date so significant? So, sometime in between August 12th and August 15th, Cora and Amari actually made a trip to Los Angeles to see Sarah. And we also know that because Sarah and Cora actually posted this viral dance video on their social media accounts referencing Sarah's daughter's birthday. Now, a reason why those dates are significant is because on August 16th, Cora actually confronted Brandon about those allegations that Amari had made against him. Now, Bishop, you're probably wondering, why exactly is my daughter calling the man who's accusing my granddaughter of child SA?
Mm-hmm.
Question. I highly encourage you to give Cora a call. But that's not all. If you go back and listen to that voicemail again, Cora actually states that she ended up at that psychiatric hospital because she took her anger out on her daughter. Because if you ask me, somebody who ferociously takes their anger out on their children should not be signing people up for mentoring services, nor should that same individual be ministering to people. And Bishop, before you go, ask Cora exactly what she told Brandon she wanted to do with those children. Don't worry, I already know.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Mm-mm.
well, I don't know, man. I honestly I'm sitting here like, bro, this is a sick story. Is that you could have just set the mic down, bro?
Oh
You coulda make
shit!
this shit up. Look at this shit, y'all.
He put the mic in his mouth. Holy crap! Holy crap! My man put the mic. He put. Ooh, child! I want to rewind that slight, just so y'all, just in case y'all didn't catch it, cause I didn't catch it. Jesus Louise!
I mean, you could have just set the mic down, brother.
He could have put the mic in his pocket. Oh my! He could have told the brother to hold the mic. No, he put it straight in his MOUTH like a like a professional. Oh man, I'm done. I'm so done. I'm so done. Hey, Pinky, y'all are so late. Y'all definitely gonna have to catch the replay. Oh my goodness, we still got more to go. Oh man, I'm done. I am so done. Sasha said, damn, ding dong, ding dong. I am so done. I ain't got no ginger ale. I should have warned myself. Got me some ginger ale. But if you was here this morning, Pinky, I played that video so y'all can kind of understand what's going on here. But I wanted the video separate, right? But if you seen the video this morning, you will understand. God damn it. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. But I'm for FYI, right? Oh man. Jeez Louise. Oh my God. You know you guys can have your own church, right? All you need is 3 people. If you could just come and get 2 other people and you guys read the Bible, you have now had service and you have now been in church. You do not have to subject yourself to this, right? You do not have to subject yourself to this. All you need is 3 people. Matter of fact, you could be online and if we could correspond, you have now had service, right? God dang it. Oh, child. Oh, child. I'm so done. I'm so done. I'm so done. I'm so done. All right. I'm going to get that vision out of my face, right? Let me get that vision out of my face.
I mean, who does that? You could have just set the mic down, bro.
Put it in the pocket, something.
And you can't make this shit up. Look at this shit, y'all. You could have just set the mic down, bro. Man, you can't make this up with I told y'all. I've been trying to tell y'all this. Y'all just ain't been peeping the signs, man. It's all been there right in your face. Like this man been acting a goddamn fool right in front of you. Ooh, child. You can't make this shit up, man. This dude is loose and alleged. Like, yeah, I don't know, Thug. I don't
Oh
know,
man.
TD.
Mm.
The devil is busy. Yeah, he over here. He making a mockery. He just over here making a mockery at this point, man. I don't know. I told y'all, man, we gonna expose this dude. I told you he made an enemy out of Ratchet TV. Now it's up.
Oh.
Which one is this?
Tell me more. Tell me
Oh,
more.
my bad. Let's start right here.
Oh,
All right, let's get this one up. We're not done. Y'all thought we was done? Oh no. We're not done. Let's keep it going. Let's keep this shit going. Let's go.
Now, the tragic end to the secret that's not so secret that has been swept under the rug by the Jakes family. If you recall, Cora Jakes, now ex-husband, was arrested in April of last year for the most egregious crime. He was charged with the following: aggravated assault of a minor and indecency of a child. On October 23rd of this year, he pleaded guilty to both. The prosecutor's evidence was so overwhelming that he had no choice. He was sentenced to 20 years for each charge, resulting in the Texas Department of Corrections being his forever home. So now, this 31-year-old man will be released when he's almost 70 years old. Rightfully so, if I might add, for committing a sin that comes with a warning where God himself said in Mark chapter 9, verse 42, whoever causes one of these little ones who believes in me to sin, it would be better for him if a great millstone were hung around his neck and he were thrown into the sea. And as for the victim of this crime, let's pray for her healing. And his now ex-wife, well, she has dropped the Coleman from her last name and is back to doing what all the Jakes do, ignoring their indiscretions, the same indiscretions that they scream into a mic as they quote chapter and verse for profit. Because unfortunately for Black women, who are 90% of their congregation, they know that what he did is one of the open secrets in many Black families that go ignored. So as this Thanksgiving approaches, and the majority of you are faced with the very man who violated you across the table while he passes the greens, remember this little girl who at first was allegedly abandoned by her mother, according to the Jakes, then adopted by them, only to have the man who raised her, the man she called daddy, violate her over and over again. The man who was a member of the Jakes family for over a decade. Do you all think his now ex-wife of over 10 years knew what he was doing to her daughter? Let me know what you think in the comment section.
Oh, let me know what y'all think.
And watch your kids and grandkids around these people. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.
Man. Like I said, you can't make this stuff up about these people, man.
No.
And he's convicted. You know what I'm saying? So, and he's a part of that family. And again, I tell you, like, bro,
let him be defamed. That means let the name that he has left behind in the earth be utterly destroyed. This is the judgment of the Watcher speaking in heaven against this man's name and legacy. He will not have any legacy left. God says before this man dies, he will not have any legacy left. He will die fighting for the last shreds of his dignity and legacy. He will die fighting. Listen, those of you who sit on the fence. He will die fighting not for the mercy of God to be restored to him. What a terrible thing it is to lose the love, the favor, and the mercy of God. He will not die fighting for mercy to come back to him. God says he will die fighting for his name that he values above God. That is the Lord's assessment of him. He will battle in court. He will battle the press. He will battle his accusers. He will battle unsuccessfully to suppress evidence in a court of law. write and say that
Yes, Sergeant.
certain text messages should not be admitted into evidence. He will use money, power, clout, and influence, but to no avail, says the Lord. He will not protect his ministry and empire. God says that the potter's house will fall. The potter's house and everybody in it will fall. And every single piece of it, the Lord has been saying, will come out and be admitted into evidence. Prepare the way of the Lord.
You know, sometimes it feels like sports betting apps are like that binge-worthy TV series that
Her mentor is Bishop T.D. Jakes. So why am I telling you this? You need to understand something, okay? T.D. Jakes, he's a bishop, but he's also an entertainer, okay? He's an entertainer for the world. Before Donald Trump became president, he was an entertainer. He had nothing in politics, okay? So what does this tell you? What do they have in common?
I told y'all.
Entertainment, just like P. Diddy is entertainment. So of course, allegedly he would be at these parties with Diddy. These parties are made, they are the realm for control to gain power. There are so many unspoken acts done at these parties so people can stay in their positions. It's not surprising. And that's what you have going on right now. This is, I don't know why it's all coming out like nobody knew about this.
Exactly.
But I believe it's just because certain people of power don't have the power anymore. So everything's just going haywire right now. Everybody's trying to blame everybody. Everybody's just trying to have some type of control, but it's all a mess right now. So to answer your question, I looked into this. I know allegedly they say that him and P. Diddy had something going on. It's not allegedly. I looked into it. They did. He's T.D. Jakes. He's a part of all these other people as well. When I remember when he first came out, I did not care for him. I used to always have to turn the channel. He's just a celebrity, just like the rest of them. He just has Bishop in front of his name. Y'all may be surprised because he has Bishop in front of his name, but people in the industry, this is not a big thing. It's just all just coming out in the open right now.
Salute. Some Cassandra Deluxe says Cassie tells all in her song Puff Daddy blocked her from coming out because yeah, look, I'm not the judge of who can or can't damn minds. I'm gonna be honest, they done lost they damn man, bro. They didn't
got some money. Yeah. So something ain't adding up, TD Jakes. But not just that, man. It's like this right here, man. This is how I feel. Sometimes it bothers me that the crooked people always be the people that end up with all the money. Yeah. The crooked people. They always be the people that end up with all the money. Or like TD Jakes, Oprah, Tyler Perry, man, P. Diddy. We go on and go on and go on, man. They always the ones that end up with the money. But then I have to refer to the Bible, man. And it said it's easier for a camel, you know how big a camel is, to get pushed through the eye of a needle. We're talking about a sewing needle. The little bit of needle with a little bit of eye like that. A camel, it's easier for him to get pushed through the eye of that needle than for a rich man to make it into heaven. Man, that speak a lot. That speak a lot of volumes, man. So when I think about it, that me being over here broke, man, shoot, I think about that scripture right there, man, and I be all right. You know what I'm saying? Because we just think different. We think different. When you poor, or I ain't gonna say poor, but when you broken and broke, you think different. See, the people that's rich, they start praising the money instead of God. They think they bigger than God. Yeah. What y'all think about TD and what he got going on? Drop your comments.
That's some heavy shit, man. I'm gonna be real. It's heavy. All this shit is heavy, man. What TD got going on, he not gonna be able to shake these allegations. I think all of it's gonna eventually just spill out. Now I think all of it's gonna spill out, and you know, certain people been trying to expose him too. I'm not the only one trying to expose TD. We've been covering this. Let's get to it.
Tyler Perry became rich by committing abomination. Yeah. Dressing like a woman. Ain't nothing funny about it. Go ahead, brother. Acting like a sissy. Now up trying to be a motivational speaker, a preacher. Still making money from a Medea and still trying to motivate. Motivate what? Who's motivating? Is it Medea or Tyler? Yeah. Trifling, no good things that play with the name of the Lord Jesus, and you preachers are scared to say anything because you feel honored for these fakers coming in your church. That's right. When Tyler gave Jake that $1 million, Jake looked like something that came out of a carnival. Yes, he did. Tyler went off in that fake tongue. Then laid his hands on the devil. And Jake stood there on television. And after he did that, he went into another thing. The devil kept uppercut. That's right. That wasn't no Holy Ghost. No. That was $1 million ghost. That's right. Oh, the Holy Ghost.
And my only question is, when did God ordain Tyler Perry to put his hands on anybody? Okay.
For real, like that's what I'm saying. I don't think Tyler Perry was qualified to even think about doing some shit like that. I just want to pray for you, brother, man. Tyler, if you don't get your weird ass on, man, get your weird ass on, brother. I ain't got no time for Tyler Perry. Look, bro. I mean, I just say, I wish you the best or something. And you can wish me the best. Or let's see what Cora got going on over here. Let's check out what Cora got going on. Let's listen.
Great, because I believe that when praises go up.
Well, let's check Cora. Man. Like father, like daughter. Let's continue.
Great, because I believe that when praises go up, blessings come down. So let's lift up a praise to God. Spirit of the living God, we thank you. We thank you for our seeds that we present to you today. Seeds, God, that will bring about harvest. Seeds, God, that will bring about breakthrough. Seeds, God, that will bring about deliverance. I pray, God, that as they plant their seeds today, God, that it will heal where it needs to be healed, that it will clear every path that needs to be cleared. God, that it will bring deliverance to every family member that needs deliverance.
But my thing is, what about these families that y'all are torturing? What about the families of all these missing kids? You see, it's one thing to get up here and speak these messages, but when you got all these
We got more. But we're gonna have like a 2-minute break. A 2-minute break, baby. Yes, we is. Oh, yes, we is. A 1-minute break. We're gonna, Lordy, we're gonna pump it up.
I was keeping my eyes on things because I'm going to show you that all of them are fake. All right, that's what they doing. Hold up, slow it up.
Take this time out to hit that like. What my likes look like? What does my life look like? Huh? Turn it up, baby. Turn it up. Take this time. Like, comment, and subscribe, baby. Like. Hit that like. Let's subscribe. Let's go. 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 Okay, let's keep this party going. All my Bush babies, if you hit that like, hit that like. Let's keep this party going. Let's go.
Love around here.
This from my man. Yeah, I know it's my boy. And his name is For No Fame. For the number no fame. Let's
What's
go.
up, Nikki? Thank you very much for supporting the channel. Some black people make you don't like God the way they be perpetrating a fraud with his name. I don't blame some people why they don't like God.
Look at all of them in church.
Frauds always screaming God's name. And look, another one. And they also try to go to church to get their blessings off. And look at the lady in the background supposed to be at church to get her blessings. She looking at Diddy. See that? She distracted by the devil. Anyway, man, just showing you, man. Lost souls. But these right here are what you call demons. A demon is a person that know exactly what they do when they be doing it, and most likely they doing stuff for nothing good. All right. But they know the number one way to finesse the black community, which was orchestrated after slavery, when they said that even when we let them free, we will always control them through the church. We will always spy on them through the church. We will always clock their finances through the church. And you also would get them to send their property back over to the church. And then the church get the money and go back to the white man. All right. These are called agents. All right. Meaning their whole job is to watch over the black community and everybody else and fucking tell. That's it. So a long time ago, I told you, I said, look, can't keep blaming the white man for everything, man. I said, your people, your so-called people that look just like you. I said, they sign up to get these checks to fuck you over. They sign up for this shit. So when we talking about TD Jakes and Diddy, nobody made them do nothing, all right? They like the perks that come with these jobs. They like celebrity status because you have to
entertainers.
The people always going to give you celebrity status, but in reality, they're not going to give you nothing else. And that money they think they give you, they just let you hold in your account, and they come get it when they feel like it. But the point is, when you want to fuck somebody over, you always got to get somebody that look just like them to do it. And these are the ones that have been doing it. Once again, Diddy been handpicked, selected from college. He's a college boy, all right? He's not from the streets of New York. He didn't have it rough in New York City at all. And it's not wrong. A person can paint pictures and spectacles. This man grew up privilege. When he became a teenager and was at a certain age, Howard University was already waiting for him.
Yep.
All right. And there's no coincidence he went to college in the same area of DC. So you should already know Diddy been knowing about politics as a boy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And there's no coincidence how he was handpicked and selected to be the orchestrator and leader of a record label for Clive Davis. All right.
Try to tell you.
I just want to.
I try to tell you.
Show you that these dudes are highly intellectual people. You see, some of us use our intellect to help others and do positive things, but some people will use their intellect, wisdom, and knowledge and smarts for fuckery. They will use it on those who do not know, and that's what they've been doing for years. So we're looking at 30 years. And another reason why I'm gonna cook TD Jakes, because I ain't gonna forget, before my grandmother passed, she used to have this full books. All right, she had this nigga books. I'm just being honest with y'all. And I just want to show y'all, man, I've been through these people with frauds. But now the so-called white man is going to show you they're frauds. All right, because the black community is fucking over. All right, it's over, and your leaders are done. So you don't got to listen to me. I'm gonna keep telling you every time. Do you see Tyler Perry name come up in some more dirt, or you gonna keep seeing his dirt? Why? Because when you crush their heroes, you crush their fucking soul. All right, and they're gonna crush all your heroes in your face, so you can feel that pain. And maybe some of y'all start growing up, because just showing y'all, man, are these not the leaders of the black community? Do you see why the black community is a joke? Our leaders are entertainers. And now that politics are real, you will see the entertainers are not saying nothing, because entertainers' job is to entertain. They can't say nothing about no politics if they want to keep their check. But see, what we also looking at too, y'all, is a double cross. It was a double cross. See, they used these two dudes to do a lot of dirt, and now they being crossed. See, they used them to cross us, and now they crossing them. See that? Because the powers that be, they triple crossers. They cross everybody. You feel me? I used to run with a lot of triple crossers. I'm talking about robbers that rob robbers. Get it? I ran with dudes that let you go do the robbing. Then when you do the robbing, they're going to rob you. Triple crossers, man. That's what Diddy and them are, man. Period. No, Diddy double crosses. The people they work for is triple crosses. All right? Because they got triple cross. Done. All right? So just remember that. And it's okay to pull up a front row seat and see these black men squirming in their chair. All right? Because look, we also going to say, please keep in mind that T.D. Jakes was innocent until proven guilty, just like Diddy. Nothing is a fact. Even though Diddy paid out $30 million to Cassie, it's not a fact. Even though Michael Jackson made a big payout to them little boys, it's not a fact. All right, but we see a pattern. Anyway, I'm just trolling and joking. Hold on, who up in here? I'm taking my time. What up? Who up in here? What up, Swirl? What's up, Swirl? What up, Alan? What up, Alan, for the UK? What up, bro? Right, close it out right, man. Y'all gonna make sure y'all have a good Christmas, man, either way or not. Anyway, let's look at this mess, man. There was breaking news from Sky Pop related to Bishop T.D. Jakes, who is trending on Twitter. Now, some of y'all know, some of y'all don't know. T.D. Jakes been trending for a couple of days now. He's been trending for a couple of days because it's heating up. None of it is a fact, but it is heating up, all right? Allegations are coming from multiple sources stating that he attended parties with Sean P. Diddy Combs. See, the key word we already know for Diddy now, the key word is party. So when Diddy asked Fabulous to party with him, I'm pretty sure he asked T.D. Jakes before. After the church, no matter of fact, right in the church, after they took this picture, he said, hey, man, we're going to party, man. We're going to go party. T.D. Jakes said, man, we're going to party tonight, man. That's it. And that's when they went to go party. And I think T.D. Jakes was...
Now the whole entire family is there. Right? Now, this is a nice, beautiful family picture. But as he claims, when he spoke out, that's his friend. He mentored him, and he's also his pastor. And he went just to say happy birthday and bounced. If we go back and look at that birthday party, that was kind of late for you. But the thing is, and always will remain, is how you know these are. See, how we all know what they up to, and you don't. How do you know the daggone book? Because see, I'm not calling him the devil. What the devil knows the book inside and out, up, down, side to side. Power bottom. Power bottom. Power top. Yes. The enemy knows it, but they tell you guys not to read it. You need to read it, because guess what? Enemy using it against you. And if you don't have to go into no church, you ain't got to do nothing. But just like you read any book to know, to pick up information, you need to do it. So if the enemy, if he knows why is he at even with that man, period? You dare to baptize? Are you doing special baptism allegedly? Like, wait, I'm just saying. Why does the whole entire family got to be there? I'll wait. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not baby love, right? Oh, it's a twin missing. She probably there somewhere. She probably there somewhere. But you know, he knew he was gonna get caught up in this mess. He knew that. He knew that. Well, he wouldn't been there taking them pictures, right? The point of him even associating with the entertainment business, where I keep telling you this is all entertainment, he knew he was going to get caught up in this mess. The point is, why? There is no getting out of this. The pictures, the parties, sitting up in the church. If I look at all the people that this man has mentored, every time you go up and down these YouTube channels, they all say they know him and was mentored by him. You need to find out who them people are, because they have a heavy following also. People give them a lot of money. A lot, baby. They get them cash apps like crazy. They get them super chats like crazy. Yes, they do. And they all up under him. And they make it to whereas, well, yeah, but like TD Jakes, like we supposed to care. You're supposed to turn them off immediately. But of course, people are not going to do that. They're never going to fight for what's right. Even if we don't fight for what's right, people don't even know how to leave it alone. Sometimes you ain't got to fight, but if you leave it alone, it don't get no energy. But for people who's doing right, y'all don't, as we know, people say this all the time, and you're going to constantly hear it. Y'all don't support. Y'all do not support it. When you talking good stuff, people, they don't even want to come in your room. They used to be down with you all the time. Now they ain't down with you no more because they want that other stuff. They don't want the real stuff. They want the other stuff, which is okay. You could do whatever you want to do. But we're going to carry on to show you that he knew he was getting caught up in this mess. So he ain't mad. Because these people is just powerful. Why should he be mad? Let's go.
Turning up in the club too. That he was turning up. I don't know if he hit the blunt or not, but I know he was in there turning up. I think allegedly. I think TD Jakes was an undercover Ciroc boy. Anyway, look, Sean P. Diddy Combs engaged in illicit behavior with young men. See that? Zesty behavior. Because it is said that they do not like that stuff like that. I think they only like women when it's time to have kids. I think other than that, they don't really like what's between the woman's legs like that. I really think they don't. I'm telling y'all the truth. We keep seeing these saying, what happened with Eddie Long, y'all? Did Eddie Long not have 1 million allegations on him about them boys in that church? Now, mind you, with this whole TD Jakes thing, it is not a fact. But they didn't say it got to do with women. It got to do with men. But didn't Cassie say that allegedly her and Diddy was having fun and Diddy was hiring men to come watch? No, pardon me. Diddy was paying men to smash his chick and he was watching them and jacking off. Allegedly, I don't believe it though. I don't know. But one thing we know for a fact, Diddy does not like what's between a woman's legs. Why? I never in my life heard of a man that would pay another man to smash his chick and he just watch. That means he don't want to hit that. That's what that means, all right? And he probably really wanted to get down with the man, but he used the woman as an excuse. And while the man was thrusting Cassie, he probably was visualizing him being thrust. I don't know. But I know one thing. They don't really like what's between a woman's legs, man. I don't really think they do. So I'm telling y'all, man, this allegation is about boys, men, something like that. Look, it's heating up. I think that's the chick putting them on blast, man. I don't know. Shout out to the Jasmine brand, but allegedly this the chick that's supposed to be putting it out there. I don't know, man. All right, like I said, nothing I say is a fact, all alleged. But look, her name allegedly is Maisha, claims that Cassie Ventura, who recently settled a lawsuit against P. Diddy, has given tapes, and a burner phone belonging to Diddy's late wife, Kim Porter, to the FBI that shows, hold up, let me move this out the way, that shows Bishop Jakes involved with younger men. Now, mind you, this allegedly is from Kim Porter's phone. Something is fishy around here, man. But I'm willing to bet one thing. I'm willing to bet Diddy probably had a few sexcapades. I'm pretty sure when he first got with Kim, they was having a lot of fun sexcapades, and he probably was really comfortable around her. And we all are pretty sure that Kim Porter had a lot of Diddy secrets. And that's just how it goes. Sometime in the world, like when you watch these programs, these shows about mysterious murder, sometimes people get killed because they know too many secrets. They know too much. Sometimes. I ain't saying that's what happened with Diddy and Kim, but I'm pretty sure Kim knew a lot of stuff about that man. And she was a threat. But allegedly, this information on Diddy and TD Jakes come from Kim Porter's phone, allegedly given to the feds. Allegedly. So all we know is going to get heated. What I said 2 weeks ago, y'all. What I tell you, family, I said, look, this shit ain't going to stop. I said, I told you that this shit ain't stopping. It ain't going to stop because they're not done with them. And every week they're going, every week. What's up, Shayla? What up? What's up? Good morning, Miss Jackie. What's up, Female Oracle? I'm vibing today. King Hazy, what up? What up, family? What up? Shout out to the bros, man. King Thompson, what's good? I see you, man. Shout out to the homies, man. All right. We cooking this morning, man. Saturday, we vibing, man. Look, I'm gonna wrap this up, man. This a gift. We look, you feel me? We're putting the gifts on the table right now, man. We gonna be all right. You feel me? That's it, man. I'm talking to the people. If you ain't getting nothing or you in a bad situation, man, so what? Just keep going, man. It's just another day. All right. But it's time to take these days and start making sense out of them. You feel me? It's no more waste of time, y'all. No more waste of time. But anyway, like I said, man, watch these niggas fall. Because that's the plan. You ever heard of the fall guy? You heard of scapegoat, right? Well, let's just say the whole black community being scapegoated. All right. The ones that thought they was at the top. I told y'all before, they gave niggas a whole party in America called the Obama era. All right. They gave you 8 years of doing nothing, man. They gave you 8 years to be proud to be black. They gave you 8 years of a badge of honor to be black. Just because you were black, you got away with a lot of shit. All right. They let niggas have their world. They let niggas live their best life in the Obama era. Then the Trump era, niggas was bashing. Now niggas are stuck. Why? Because they hired a man that they shouldn't have hired. All right. And now they have sealed the deal. So I'm going to say this. This is what I've been peeping, y'all. I said it before, though. All Biden did was perfect and close out everything Obama started. That's it. Biden put the icing on the cake. And now we got a cake called shit. And that's why everything is mixed up and messed up. I'm talking about the damn black community, man. That's what I'm talking about. It's these people I'm seeing, they so quiet now. They was real loud before. They thought they was fucking celebrities. They were putting out money phones. They was talking shit. I see niggas so broke now, they can't argue on the internet no more. Niggas' stomach so hungry, they don't got enough energy to beef no more. Did you notice that shit? Man, I ain't never in my life seen black people this quiet. Never in my life. I ain't lying to you. I'm talking about when I go outside, I still see niggas walking around in hoodies. I said, man, this shit looking bad, man. This shit looking bad. I'm seeing niggas look like they're in a third world country. Meanwhile, I got some neighbors. They some nice men. So look, let's keep it pushing, man. Let's get back to this idiot. I'm gonna go back. We're gonna go back to this idiot because I told y'all shit passed while I was chilling, handling business. All right, taking care of shit. I'm gonna prove everything I already said out my mouth. Now, didn't I tell you Kanye West don't fucking like black people? Didn't I tell you this nigga want to be a European? What else I told you? I said Kanye West specialized at selling trash to the black community at high prices. I told you that them white people, them Europeans, them fashion designers love Kanye West because he proved to them he can make black people buy fucking anything at a high price no matter what it is. Even though Kanye West really know about dressing, Kanye West know how to dress. He really know about fashion and how niggas grew up dressing, meaning he know what fly shit is. But if you notice, Kanye West don't wear fly shit no more. He stopped that years ago. And he started this other program called I Make Niggas Buy Whatever. I find merchandise that I get made for $3 and I sell it to them for $200.
I told y'all, of course, they charge $200 for that stuff.
$200.
Uh-huh.
This dumb nigga.
Uh-huh.
Nigga, goddamn it, Versace socks don't cost that much.
That might be comfortable.
But when you dealing with young niggas, he can do that. And I also want to show you, every time this nigga was in the media, that shit was modeling. Just like I told y'all, every time he was in media, it wasn't no coincidence. TMZ was catching all his pictures because TMZ is down with Kim K and Kanye. Remember when whenever Kanye West going to weird rant, the first people call him up on the show be TMZ. He down with them. And everything you seen him do was for fashion. See, we looking at this picture, but the whole time he was fashion posing. See that? All of these were orchestrated pictures for him to take fashion pictures to push his merch. But see, if I tried to sell you them clothes, you're gonna diss the shit out of me. But if you see Kanye West, he said I could sell them clothes that look like bum shit. They're gonna buy it.
Yep.
This is the joke they've been pulling off, man. This is the big. They've been selling merchandise for the low, getting it for the low. You gotta remember, y'all, these clothes that nigga be selling don't even take much to make no more. It took more to make Rockaway and all the other shit. This shit he be throwing out be trash, and they oversell it. And this also is how they were monitoring the black community. They was monitoring to see how smart people was, to see if you really was gonna buy that shit.
And yes, you are.
And now a lot of y'all got on fucking Crocs. right now. They even started bringing out designer Crocs. I'm against the system, so I don't wear no Crocs. Feel me? I'm against the system, y'all. I don't wear Crocs and I don't listen to iPhones. All right. I need to turn. Maybe I need to fix the iPhone stuff, but I'm so rebellious. I don't want an iPhone. If I see clowns with Crocs, I don't want it. I'm just joking though. I ain't dissing nobody with iPhone, but I don't wear no fucking Crocs. All right. Buying any other sneaker for $200 than this shit right here. But I want to show you. They know you got to be a fucking idiot to walk outside in some shit like that look like fucking socks with a fucking cushion on the bottom. They know this. He's selling them for $200, y'all. Not 20, not 4, 200.
200.
Yeah, y'all.
What's
just showing you? Kanye West. He also been trying to rob the black community. He already did it. Niggas bought them sneakers because they said Yeezy, but really it was fucking Adidas. All right. They fucking Adidas, man, with his name on it. All he did was design the shit. He just designed it and they said put Yeezy on it. But those are all Adidas, man. Adidas still make popular shit, period. Adidas one of the most comfortable to sneaker, period. But niggas only wore that shit because of Yeezy. And he said, I'm gonna put my name on it and I'm gonna sell it for $200 more. It ain't number fucking Adidas. But his name made them be 400. And what niggas do? They
600, 700. Nah, way more than that.
Even though niggas in the hood got killed over Yeezys too, he don't give a fuck about no black people. He just like selling them merch. That's it. See that? And he don't like no black women neither. And can you see the picture they was modeling the whole time? All this nigga was doing is modeling shenanigans. He wants to be a fucking European. He want to be from Italy. He want to be from France. Now you see why they drop niggas in Paris? Who the main niggas always in Paris? Him and his homeboy Jay-Z, right? Because they want to be Europeans. They was telling y'all that shit back then. All right? They want acknowledgement from the European. Do y'all get it? Now let's go back to this crybaby. Because I'm just going to keep pushing it home what I already told y'all already. Do you see this girl breaking down because she fucking doing bad? Can you understand that this woman realized she will never get another big movie role again in her life? You see Cookie? No, Cookie, they just needed you to play that role of the bad black woman that went to penitentiary. They wanted you to play the bad black mother of the kids that are fucking rebellious and the husband that ain't shit. Yeah, they wanted you to play them bad girl roles. See, they wanted you to play in Baby Boy, the ratchet chick that's stupid. See, your job was to play ignorant black woman, just like your homegirl, Tiffany Haddish. But see, it's not y'all fault. Y'all didn't know no better. And just, if I'm not mistaken, she went to Howard University as well, just like Diddy, if I'm not mistaken. What am I showing you? A pattern of all of these people that you've seen as celebrities. All of them were handpicked, selected. Meanwhile, it was a whole lot of people with talent, good as them, but they didn't get picked. They got blackballed. A lot of them got taken advantage of. A lot of people went to the casting couch and didn't get a job because it was people that was already hand selected for the job. This is the shit they was doing in Hollywood, y'all. I can speak about all this shit now. See, they'll have a movie. Y'all heard about the casting couch and all that. They'll have movies and they'll hire a cast. They say, yeah, we ordering up a cast for this movie. We looking for a lady with a leading role to play this lead role. This is what they do, y'all. Now they'll say they look at a particular woman to play the role. Meanwhile, these fools already know who they're going to put in the movie, but they're going to make 25 women sign up to play this role, knowing none of them going to get the fucking role.
Exactly.
Get them on that casting couch. Get it? And meanwhile, they already know who they're going to get a role to.
Exactly. And as I tell you guys time and time again, what we're fighting for, we already had, but we want to join them, right? We want that life instead of being happy with what you got, because everything you do gonna cost you. You know what I'm saying? We may not be rich and billionaires and have billionaire status, but what we will have is freedom, right? So they make sure, yeah, we do know they make sure you're not able to get your own distributing and production, and things cost money. Yes, that is true. But if we keep things small, then it's ours. But no, you want to be in their movies. You want to get what they paying you what they feel you deserve. What they feel you deserve. So even if you was just in all black movies, you would still be getting that much anyway. But that's you're not happy because you're comparing yourself to others. This is their world. It is their world, but you want to be in it. Y'all think of success by how much money you have, not by ownership, especially your intellectual property. It's okay for us to look at all the things we have started but given away. We have given away everything. Now we're complaining for equal pay and equal rights and equal this and equal that, when we didn't have to fight for none of that because we had our own. We had our own baseball, our own football, our own basketball. We even had our own movies, but that was not enough for us. That was not enough for us. We had to include. And then we're saying, hey, we opening doors. No, soon as somebody say they opening doors for the other ones, close it. Now, why are you opening doors for more people to come into that crap? Instead of showing them how to have ownership. Y'all may not like them Tubi movies, but baby, if we was forced to invest more in watching these Tubi movies, they would be better. But it got to start somewhere. It has to start somewhere, but we complain about it. Some of them shows are daggone good. They're really good. They just don't have all the money for production. But again, we're not happy. We're not happy with nothing we produce, and this is why they take it. This is why they take it. You ain't happy? We're gonna take it. You ain't happy with your hip hop? We're gonna take it. Now we gotta fight companies to get paid for something we started. Like, what is wrong with us? What is wrong with us? We're fighting record labels for something we started. Why? You fighting them for money to tell them your worth when they came into your territory, like R&B music. That is our music. We're fighting them for our own music, our own intelligence. Something got to be wrong with us. Seriously wrong. You can't wait to get a record deal. Damn it, you are the deal. You are the deal. You're fighting for something that you are already. They didn't have it. They didn't have it until you got there. They didn't have it. They didn't have hip hop until you bought it there. So how you searching for a record deal when you are the deal? Your culture is the deal. The way you do things is the deal. You were supposed to have them come to you, not you go to them. You were supposed to keep it on a street level and watch it grow, watch it flourish. We complain about everything that we do. We complain. But guess what? It's ours. We don't sit back and watch nothing grow. Like I had a guy tell me, well, I said, no, we had our own schools. Well, we wasn't getting the significant money and all of this. Baby, teaching is teaching. They didn't start off with big schools and universities. They started off small and they grew. We don't never want to go through that process. You have to go through the process also. But here we go again. Let's carry on.
Do you know how long they've been playing them Hollywood games? Do you know how long they've been playing that shit with fake ass competition? They do that shit on every fucking fake. She's a hell of an actor. But what happened is she got trapped in ratchet roles. Get it? And I told y'all before, when Harvey Weinstein went to jail, the godfather of Black Hollywood, I told you, none of them was going to get no more jobs. Do you see what I was telling you now? Told you. You ain't no more black. Well, I'm going to say it again. We got new people. Salute Front Street. You got to go back to the late 90s, early 2000s. Our whole Black history is Booty Call, Baps. Get it? The Brothers. I can name all them black movies, all right? Those were black exploitation movies. Those movies were cults to keep us in that black shit. But my point is, all of those black movies we was raised on was under the umbrella of New Line Films, things like that. And Harvey Weinstein had a lot to do with a lot of that, putting on a lot. He's behind a lot of black actors' success, all right, period. He is the one that was putting her, people like her in movies and, what's her name? Gabrielle Union. Why you think Gabrielle Union ain't had no jobs, y'all? They ain't had no real movies. They been cut their ass off. Well, Harvey Weinstein went to jail fucking 2 years ago. All you had to do was pay attention. You'll see there was not in no real big movies. I was peeping that shit 2 years ago. I think the last black movie that they really had was Girls Trip, for real, for real. It was no more real black movies. The only way they're going to show you black movies is show you them in the past. Color Purple. Do you see the jokes? Only show them in the past. You don't show them in no future. You don't show them riding around no futuristic cars in a futuristic world doing futuristic things. No, you always show them in the past. Always remind them of slavery. Put them on that big screen. Hey, we got new people just came in the country. So every time new people come in the country, teach them about those black people, man. Teach them how they were slaves, man. Show The Color Purple again. Yeah, show them. Because every time we show black people with foot up their ass, we motivate everybody else to go get some more money and say, see, they ain't shit. Be better than them. But Taraji P is crying because she knows the truth. She ain't getting no more big movie deals, y'all. But what else did this show y'all? They was waiting on them checks too long, y'all. Let's be honest. Tyler Perry is not the only one that could have built those studios, y'all. We know this. Could not many actors have came together and started their own acting schools and acting programs? And isn't there not other ways to get money once you make it as an actor? But when you're black, sometimes we like to work from check to check. And sometimes you could be in Hollywood working check to check. It's called movie to movie, role to role. But see, in Hollywood, when the roles slow up, that's not a good sign. Because a lot of times you got to remember, y'all, it was one time people had so many movie roles coming in, they can turn down a movie role. Y'all remember that? They got so much shit coming in, they can say, oh, no, I'm good on that. I don't want to do that movie. They was turning shit down. Remember Monique was turning down all those fucking movies because she thought she was going to make it to the next level? Remember? Now look at Monique. See that? They wish they get an offer now. They was turning down movie roles. There was so much money in Hollywood. But people to understand that strike was to crash Hollywood. Hollywood been finished. And now they understood something. They did a test on all of us. See? When they went and started getting British actors, when they got that man to play Snowfall, when they got y'all gotta understand how deep this shit is, man. When they got a man that's not even from this country to play the role of an old school LA drug dealer from the 80s in Compton or in California, when they got a foreigner to play the role like that, that's it. Because I probably couldn't even play the role of a Cali nigga back in the day. You feel what I'm saying? Meaning, these actors, they get it are nice. They don't got no names and shit, but you got to understand, like Idris Elba finessed us with The Wire. For you to be a European and come to America and play the role of an American, especially a hood American on that level with many different dialects, slang, you get it, mannerisms, for them to pull that shit off, it shows you that they are the top actors and they understand in Hollywood, hey man, we can find some of the best actors overseas and we don't got to pay them much. They just happy to be here and be in a movie. So why would we pay Taraji? Let's say, look, why would we pay her $3 million? We can go get somebody and pay them $900,000. And they might do a better job because they're going to act their ass off because they want more roles. Get it? They know she's going to get movie roles and just go party with Diddy. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. They've been playing too long. They've been getting money and they've been on social media too long, taking pictures and chilling, flossing. They have not been handling their business, y'all. That's what the tears are about. I'm telling y'all the truth of my opinion. They have not been handling business, man. All right? They only been waiting on more and more checks. So anyway, as you see, Keke Palmer's another one. Keke Palmer backs up Taraji P. Henson's emotional plea about black actors being unpaid. Sounds like begging and crying. Now you see why Keke Palmer had to pull shenanigans with her so-called baby father, because a lot of them, I broke this down before, they understood their career had been on ice. That's why they started having kids. You know goddamn well when you're an actor, you got movies coming in, you got roles. When you're a singer, rapper, you got movies coming in, roles. They're not trying to get pregnant.
I told you about them
They realized
babies.
their money wasn't coming in. They said, I have
Told you about them babies.
That kid is the next level of monetization.
Show them
So
babies.
you'll see they all did the same shit. Keke Palmer had a baby. Jeannie Mae had a baby. And Tiana Taylor had a baby. And the rest of them had babies because it's part of the Hollywood gimmick. But meanwhile, they was tricking all of the black women celebrities to have babies, slow up their money, and become fucking lazy. That's what they did to them. They did black women in Hollywood like they did black women on the streets, right? Meaning they enticed them to get pregnant, have kids, knowing that those kids were going to be probably their burden or slow up their money. All right. I'm not going to say kids are not a burden, y'all. I don't mean it like that. But we know kids at the wrong time will slow up your finances. Yes, they will. We all been through it. So while all these black women was having babies, they were at home being lazy and they wasn't handling their business. That's what happened. All right. And now they're crying because they realize I'm not getting no more money. They realize the shit. That's why I told y'all. That's why Will Smith wanted to go back to rap. Will Smith knew Hollywood was over last year when he smacked Chris Rock. They've been knew the shit. I've been talking about it since back then. Will Smith already knew the shit was done. He's like, I don't need you. I'm not. He already knew the white man's not giving me no more big money. I got my own shit. I just got crowned for doing King Richard out my own pocket. I'm straight. I don't need this shit no more. Smack Chris Rock. Fuck this shit. That's what Will Smith did. Just like after that slap, Chris Rock went on tour to get his money. Why Chris Rock? No, ain't no movies popping like that. You'll see the smart entertainers are doing other shit. They're keeping it moving. But the ones like Taraji P that like to get their money and go party with Diddy and them and Jay-Z and them, crying. And another one. Let's go to the other loser, Tiffany Haddish. Like I said, these were the women selected to play the role of the ratchet black woman. So of course it's going to end bad. You know why? In the real Hollywood, they don't respect those roles. I only needed y'all to play those roles so we can show it to the people in Africa. And the people in China can see how you guys really act. That's all that was. We needed y'all to act out these roles, the ratchet. Tiffany Haddish ordered to submit to weekly drug test, banned from drinking after second DUI arrest. See that? What's my point I'm showing y'all? We already know about this. Remember when I said, when I spoke about this story, I said, yo, he probably got in trouble for more than just drinking, man. Say DUI. Driving under the influence, me and you on some other shit too. It don't see people get DUI mixed up with DWI. DWI is driving while intoxicated. DUI is you could have been high on liquor and weed. You could have been high on liquor, weed, and coke. You could have been high for Molly, a perk, whatever. That's DUI. And the reason why I say that, I got the proof because allegedly she got to take drug tests. Now, see that? A Georgia judge ordered Tiffany Haddish not to drink alcohol, consume illegal drugs, and said the comedian had to undergo random drug testing. So as you see, random drug testing, it was not just what? Alcohol, right? I think. That's why I say, when you know the law, they can't trick your ass. If you just got caught for a DUI, just for drinking alcohol, you would not be taking drug tests, allegedly. But I want to show y'all what Tiffany Haddish been doing since she realized her movie roles are fucking done. She's been just what? Partying, getting drunk, right? Hanging around everybody, getting high, drunk. Because Tiffany Haddish know that shit over too. If you really pay attention out the fog, y'all clearly will see this shit been going on for the past 2 years. All right, I started clocking this shit like 2020.
Yeah.
And you got to remember, we know they had to keep digging in their stash. Yeah, they got money, but their shit is drowning.
Drying up.
By 2027, LA will be remixed. 2027, the Olympics is coming to LA. 2027, 2028. By that time, the LA streets will be officially clean.
Wow.
And the Olympics is going to also set the marker of the new world going towards 2030. And according to my calculations, by 2028, a lot of people are just not going to be here no more. They're not going to be here. All right. A lot of people are not going to really make it past this next year, past the next 2024 is going to be hell for a lot of people. That's all I'm going to say. And hey, man, ain't nothing else for me to tell y'all. But I'm just showing you. When you see it happening to rich people, you already know regular people ain't got a chance. So my point is, the whole point of this scenario with these actors, they've been relying on other people's money too long, y'all. And they have not been making any other investments. They have not been doing anything but listening to people, because when you're black, it don't matter how much money you get, you're going to still do black things. You get it? You're going to still do black things, like work from check to check, party on the weekend, go to church on Sunday, and you're going to still shop on shopping sprees. You're going to take trips. You're going to do the most because you're still black. And you're going to do all of that shit, and you ain't going to invest nothing because you're going to wait on your next check. All right? So don't cry now. Don't cry now. Let's continue on. More allegations keep popping out, y'all. Why? Well, it's no coincidence the same year they're celebrating hip-hop, the same year they're slandering hip-hop. Do you get it? The same year they're celebrating hip-hop, the same year they're slandering the shit, because it's a joke. All right? Everything you love, we're going to fucking slander y'all. We slandering y'all life. We slandering y'all fucking leaders. We slandering y'all hobbies. We slandering everything y'all fucking about to show y'all in y'all face. Y'all are not that important no more. Some people don't want to believe it, but you're going to keep seeing that shit. Now, Method Man accused. See this shit? Method Man accused by a woman by the name of Jaden Steele. And he's being accused of assaulting her. See that? Also, it ain't no coincidence that Method Man been trying to get into acting. He's a good actor. But this is also tarnishing his acting career. I'm going to say what I peep too, y'all. I'm peeping. They don't want no black Americans in the acting no more. Neither. They don't want. That's what I'm noticing, man.
Listen carefully.
And this ain't no racism. I'm just talking about what's going on.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Because I understand a lot of people don't pay attention to everything. But for my people,
yeah, that's 84.
Replacing people.
We ain't in the 80s
football,
no more, bro.
Basketball, baseball, rapping, singing, jobs, every level they've been replacing them.
I can't say that enough.
Anytime it's not a black man from the hood dunking basketballs and doing 360 dunks, I know something wrong. LeBron James is the last black superstar in the NBA. Remember I told you that. He's the last big one. All right? Remember I told you. Other than that, you watching something, y'all. You're watching a fucking destruction of a people, man. That's just what you're watching. You're watching the people. You're watching a program, all right? You're watching a slander campaign program. That's what's going on. Now, to us, we looking at it like one way, but other people looking at it like, wow, I didn't know they were like that. See, other people going to say, I didn't know Method Man was like that. I didn't know Diddy was that type of guy. He's a creep.
Man,
that's what listen. These guys are really creeps. See that? That's what they saying. See, you'll forgive them. A lot of y'all right now, like I said, you'll give Diddy an interview on your channel right now. Man, I'll protect you, Diddy. Come on my channel, man. I'll support you. But see, other people, they say he's a creep. And they don't want nothing to do with him. So I'm just showing y'all that a lot of behavior that people have been indulging in is considered the new normal. And this is why they're saying that it's people that are now weirdos. And I told you before, it was an old face of weirdo. Now it's a new face. Method Man accused of physically attacking a model. And it's not a fact, but didn't I say after all this shit came out, it's going to be a whole lot more coming out? Didn't I tell you a lot of these dudes going to be scared to death that don't shit come out on them because they've been smashing groupies since the fucking 90s and 80s. They've been having sex and running trains and wilding out, passing chicks around, type of shit, man. They all gotta be scared, man. They all got to be scared. And don't forget, Method Man, he was where he used to work with Diddy too. Did you forget the song "You're All I Need" with Mary J? That was a Diddy program. Diddy was.
Let me tell you one thing, baby. Let me tell you one thing. You say the streets of LA was not clean for the 1984 Olympics. Then you say it's 2023 and the streets of LA is not clean. Trashed everywhere in Compton. People are living in campers, and a lot of that is going to change, Gary. I'm trying to tell you. I've been in Brooklyn all my life, and I don't know where the heck I'm at. Please, people don't look at the small things. Anytime you born and bred somewhere, and somebody asks you for something, and you like, where the hell am I? They are building up right up under your noses. They are pushing you back to the South, where your ass belong. But they had to get things in place before they push you into. Come on, who would ever think Texas, out of all the states will have the most roaches. Texas, number one place that has the most roaches. Texas is a big ass state. It's a big ass state. Why do you think they had everybody at one point after they was leaving the East? Oh, I want to go back to Virginia. And then after Virginia, oh, I want to go back to North Carolina. I want to go back to South Carolina. And then everybody started moving on to now everybody's moving into Texas. The East Coast and the West Coast was meant, especially Hollywood and New York. New York, Philadelphia, Connecticut, New Jersey, Los Angeles. Hey, Coffee, what's up, baby? What that was meant for people with money. With people with money. And it upped around, and when we our forefathers migrated from the South, we went east and we went west. They want their places back. So they're going to end up pricing you out. Stuff is already bought there in Compton. They just don't know about it. Same way we didn't know about it. We didn't know these areas was bought already. They was bought about 10 years ago. Or they don't just start building out of nowhere. They've been plotting to get the poor folks up out of there. They want you back in the South because the laws are different. The laws are different, and it's also open carry. So people are going to be taking each other out like crazy because it's open carry. And a lot of laws are different because now you're not fully protected. So Karen is going to be keeping your ass in a lot of trouble, okay? Karen is going to be keeping you in a lot of trouble. And then we got the black woman against the black man, and all they worrying about is peace and submission. Baby, y'all better get yourselves together. Y'all better get yourselves together. But they pushing you back down south to the southern areas. They want your ass out of the East. They want your ass out of California. That was represented money. That's why you could get a shoebox in New York City and pay $3,000-$4,000 for a shoebox. If I'm not mistaken, the same thing is out there in Cali. Them shoe boxes are expensive, where they're showing you all this land in the southern areas and in Texas. Hey, why not buy your own house? You got a front yard, so people are moving back, but that's a gimmick too. That is a gimmick also. Because once we flood back down there and we do not change our behavior, baby, back in jail we go. If you think we filling up the jails now, imagine down south. But let's go. And yeah, sometimes, we do see like meth and all the rest of them grown now. But back in the days, they were different in how the lady explained it. I don't know if he's going to show it or not, but the lady said she went to court. The lady said the same thing that Cora, the lady who Cora stole her baby allegedly, said that the judges in them are paid off. Same thing I told you guys about Will Smith years ago. A lot of things that they already choose who they want. They choose how far they are going to go. They pick the golden child. Whoever they feel is the golden child, they pick the golden child. So anything they may have done, we would never know unless they're ready to take them down, humiliate them, or whatever. Then they bring it up, but it's about protecting their image. So the same thing, the judges, remember, they're all in a brotherhood, people, or they're all in the sisterhood. How Fantasia, that's my girl, she barely finished school. When she finished school, now why did she join a fraternity? Why she felt she needs sisters? I'm telling you, that brotherhood and that sisterhood ain't no joke. It ain't no joke. Y'all better peep on what is going around you guys. The social media, I love you guys, but y'all got to see it's okay to be distracted sometime, but you cannot stay distracted because everything you see that they're going through, it trickles down to us. It trickles down to us. What they set the standard in the beginning, far as them clothes and stuff. Like everybody, I'm not wearing them red boots, but guess what? People did wear them red boots. It trickled down to us. Oh, man ain't got no business wearing a skirt. It still trickled down to us. Always, I'm not saying that people wasn't smoking marijuana before, but if you see it all the time, and it's in every song, it trickled down to us. They put them, the entertainers, out there so it can trickle down to us. So y'all could talk about it and not pay it no mind because you guys figure that you are older. Oh yeah, you older, but F your kids, right? F your grandkids, right? Yeah, you may not fall for it, but it ain't about you. But these kids ain't putting no money in that Social Security. They ain't gonna have no Social Security. Social Security gonna be, I feel sorry for them. They ain't gonna have no disability. Cause they ain't never worked nowhere. They're not gonna get this disability. They ain't gonna get no Social Security because they don't want to work now. But here we go.
Diddy was behind that. Bad Boy was behind that song. Yeah. Wu-Tang with Wu-Tang and Bad Boy was doing business. But I don't believe Method Man was the type to go around doing that kind of stuff. But I just understand it's a thin line back then, y'all. So all of them got to be scared. And I'm again, that shit been a month and a half damn near. Did you see any rappers speak out on Diddy? What else I say? Hold up. Showing some love up in here. Hold up. I don't want to miss it. Thank you very much, Judith. Thank you very much for supporting the show. Thank you very much. Everybody up here, salute to y'all. We up. All right, y'all. Let's get back to it. Now, let's go. Because sometimes I don't like get distracted, man. Hold up. But I don't want to be rude. Now, look. Like I say, back then, it was a thin line because they had a lot of parties, man. And then sometimes some of these rappers could have had situations and their homeboy could have raped the chick back in the day. And that shit get blamed on them. But what we looking at now is none of these people still ain't saying about Diddy. And remember, I told y'all, I said all these black media platforms gonna fucking crash. I said a lot of these rappers exposing themselves. That's why, why I was gone for a week. I know y'all peep game. What y'all peep? Y'all said, man, the internet looking fucking weak. Why they was looking weak? Because they was avoiding certain topics. Anytime people that know the truth, anytime you playing with real people and they start sitting back looking like, yo, all this shit going on, they keep bringing up bogus topics. Y'all like, where this shit at? See, what's going on is, y'all, their magic has worn off. They thought that people was going to be stupid forever, and now they realizing that people ain't fucking dumb no more. So now they got to come with new tactics of trickery. And I told you, the number one thing they're going to do is make the black media people shh. So all you got to know is Steve Harvey, Ricky Smiley, none of them going to say nothing about that. Ain't nobody going to say nothing about nothing. I told you all these fake ass black media platforms wasn't going to say shit. That's how you know they all going to fall. Why? If we take out the media mogul, we're going to take out the little ones too, because he control the little ones. So let's take them out and we take all of them out. That's why I told y'all weeks ago. I said, you black media motherfucking outlets, if y'all don't start bombing on Diddy, y'all going down with him. And now you see.
I don't know if you guys can see the handshake, but look at the handshake. Okay. That's no regular handshake, but let's go.
What they doing? I've been going a week. Have not these media outlets been dry? You know I fucking shit. I started checking that. I swear, Tyler Perry. But he was known to work with Tyler Perry on many, 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 many projects. Tyler Perry is the only billionaire in Hollywood. That's in that.
Oh, like I said before, people are getting confused. They think that Kristen Keys is just speaking of this, but as I showed you guys yesterday in the video, he spoke upon this 2.5 years ago. It's just nobody was listening. He's just bringing it back up. But if you go back to his earlier interviews years ago, he already said it. So I just want to put that disclaimer in there, because sometimes when you're doing commentary, you still have to put the correct disclaimers in there. But yesterday video, I showed you guys, this is not the first time Christian brought that up. Okay? All right, let's go.
Field, and he tried to switch the tune and say it wasn't Tyler Perry. I think Tyler Perry sent that man a cash app and he changed his story. That's what I think. I think he was about to go at Tyler Perry, and Tyler Perry sent that boy some money, because it was being said that he only had $3,000 left or something like that. And after he got that money, he changed his story. It looks like Christian Keys wants to clear Tyler Perry's name. Days after Keys went live to detail years-long sexual harassment at the hands of a powerful billionaire, he liked a tweet about Perry not being his harasser. But that don't mean shit because he hit the like button. But I'm pretty sure he got hit with some cash. That's why a lot of them are coming out talking, because they're fucking broke. Other than that, they was cool with being fondled. See, he the same man that would have been okay with a man patting him on the ass, say, good job, boy. But now, since ain't no more roles coming in, now they want to start crying about sexual harassment. Do you see the pattern, y'all? It's the same nigga pattern. Why? Man, because some people only gonna complain when things don't go their way. And if it don't happen to them, they don't care. Y'all know how the whole time they checking up on R. Kelly. And Diddy, you better hope you don't be what you better hope you don't be what R. Kelly at. Because I'm gonna be real. R. Kelly had more talent than you. R. Kelly had more love with the girls than you. R. Kelly was so slick, he could out-sing the judge and the lawyer and the DA. And that nigga's in jail. So I'm telling you, Diddy, all you was a dancer, bro. I don't think you're going to make it far. I'm going to be honest. Because the white man know the truth. He know in reality, this guy's a dancer. He's a dancer. So therefore, man, you're going to be done, bro. That's my opinion, man. They're going to have you hiding so much, bro. You ain't never going to be on the stage. They might lock you up at the Grammys, bro. If I was you, Diddy, don't go to the Grammys, bro. They might lock you up there. And I'm going to tell y'all again, man, if you buy these Kanye West shit, you's a damn idiot. They know you're an idiot, too. Kanye West, he's banking on black people being stupid to pay $200 for this. And I swear to God, if you bought it and you come outside, I shall joke the fuck out of you, all right? I will follow you down the street and bake your ass. And if you're in the store, I'm going to cook your ass in the back of the line if you wear that shit. See, do you see how Kanye West was marketing them? Do you see how he strategically markets the sneakers, the slippers, while her ass is in the picture? That's called a marketing tool. That's called a strategic photo. They've been doing this shit to black people for years. He's marketing the shoes. This whole picture is all about the socks on his feet, y'all. It's not about nothing else. I'm showing you subliminal messages that they've been manipulating brains. You think this picture is Kanye walking. No, it's him marketing the clothes, the outfits that he was selling you. What else he had on his feet? The fucking socks, because he was marketing the socks. Because one day he felt he was planning on niggas buying that shit. If you walk, I swear to God, if I see you walking down New York with this shit, bro, I will kick you up your buns. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna kick you up your ass, bro, for wearing that shit, man. The hell is wrong with you, bro? Anyway, especially in Chicago. If you wearing that shit in Chicago because you call yourself, I'm from Chicago, I'm representing Yeezy, you wear that shit down the block, man, these are nothing but stockings with a little bit of pad at the bottom, man. Your niggas crazy, man. Pardon me, y'all. Pardon me. These are just jokes. All right. So anyway, like I said, let's go back down the line, man. R. Kelly, man. You see, they took out Chicago heroes. They took out New York heroes because the two cities they crushing right now, Chicago and New York, they turning them states into poor states. All right. That's what it is. Any state where they got people depending on the system, boy, oh boy, they're going, oh man, they doing it real bad. But look, don't forget, y'all, they keep giving us R. Kelly updates because they know it's other updates coming up. And they want to keep reminding these niggas, one day y'all gonna be like R. Kelly. That's why that man right there in that white shirt, he been laying low. And that nigga was laying so low. Allegedly, him and his wife was laying so fucking low. They went to New York City disguised as fucking tourists. Oh my fucking God, man. Now do y'all see how
Yeah, that was crazy.
Y'all finally
that was crazy, but you know.
Finally see how fake now for my people.
That was crazy, but real.
Did I not tell y'all that allegedly Jay-Z he knows a lot about what's going on in New York City? He knows about the migrant takeover. He knows about New Yorkers being put on the back burner. I broke down how he's the one that sold Brooklyn, finessed the land. They used him to tell a lie and say that he was owner of the Brooklyn Nets when he only owned 1%. And after the deal was done, and a couple years passed, he slid out of that deal. And now he's coming back.
Shout out to Whitney Houston.
Remember when the news came out on Beyonce about how she didn't want to pay her back taxes? And then magically a story came out of Jay-Z is investing money into a casino in Manhattan. I said, yo, that'd be fake news, y'all. Whenever they get bad news, they're going to make some new fake news. It's called the media game. The question is, why are they in New York City on a tourist bus riding around like tourists?
I don't know.
We know from New York City. Let me break it down. Everybody know from New York City, they could have rode around in a regular truck with tinted out. Nobody would know who the fuck was in the car.
Exactly.
The point is, man, it's another joke within a joke. All right. When you look at people as animals, you don't want to be around them. You go as a tourist. It's called a safari tour. They do in Africa. Don't they do that in Africa when they go around the jungles? You want to look at the animals? They don't want to be around animals, but they want to see the animals.
Mama.
It's called a safari, right?
Mama.
Well, that's what Jay-Z did in New York. Beyonce, they wanted to see the animals. They didn't want to be outside with the animals. Get it? And they allegedly was riding around the city. They probably wanted to see the migrant situation. They probably want to see how dead it was. They probably want to ride around and look for shit to invest their money into. But they didn't give a fuck about no people because I ain't hear about them doing shit about no
Nope.
business. I ain't hear about no fundraisers. I ain't hear about shit in Brooklyn. I ain't hear about nothing. You know why? Because they moving like Europeans. And everybody from New York City knows this. When the Europeans come to New York, Harlem, what they do, y'all, they be on those tour buses, don't they? So it's no coincidence these fools was just in Europe walking around. Now in New York City, they're on a bus. What I told y'all. When I told y'all so, I said they like to go to Europe because they can walk around and be normal and live a regular life. But when they here, they can't be normal. Here's that be on the tour buses. We know this. But when I want to deal with New Yorkers, I get on the bus. Now I'm gonna show you something else.
Yeah, them cars.
You know, I don't miss nothing. Do you see the SUV?
Uh-huh.
That's the police next to them. See? That's the police next to them. Might be the feds. That's the police detail next to the bus. See that? But all this shit is going on right in people's face. They ain't even know. The famous family also stopped by the Saks Fifth Avenue holiday window display, cruised by Rockefeller Center to see the massive trees from all angles. And they also was doing this for their kids, you know, because remember, I told you they teaching their kids to be better than your kids, and they're teaching their kids that, they teach their kids they from New York, but they ain't from New York. But they got to teach them the history of how to capitalize on New York. You get it? And they got to show them how to capitalize off these things. So this also was experienced mainly for their children. Get it? But I also wanted to show y'all how detached they are from the black community, man, from the hood. When I say black community, I'm talking about everybody in the fucking hood. I just say it like that. All right. Black
The tour bus
means
go down to
fucking
Marcy Projects.
poverty. All right. Shit. Fuck it. Destruction. All right. Wherever the destruction at, that's what it is. I don't give a fuck.
They
what
stopped
color
by
you
to
is,
see the
that's what it is.
projects.
So look, they was at that light. He might have been scared somebody was gonna bust some shots on that. Get it? So get on that tour bus, act like tourists, and had the police around us. Did you anybody else say that? Wow, who are these migrants coming up? Who are these migrants? Who are they coming to replace? What? Trump? You know Trump be rambling. Sometimes he just make up shit. But anyway, that's what he said, man. He said they're poisoning the blood of the country. Is he talking about the money flow? Are they poisoning the opportunities? The name of Maisha, and she claims that Cassie Ventura recently settled the lawsuit, but no, P. Diddy tapes was given to the FBI. And allegedly, this stuff is on the FBI files. Allegedly, y'all. All alleged, not a fact. But this is the stuff that's cooking. My whole point is the feds are involved with all this stuff now, man. So that's how we know what, y'all. This shit ain't just no made up shit. The feds are involved with this. So I know from the streets, once the feds on your ass, you're going down. I kept telling people that with R. Kelly. I didn't care about what nobody was talking about. When I understood that the feds had charged R. Kelly with racketeering, I knew his ass was going to jail. And it was not about no public opinion no more. Because the feds don't play games like this, man. And the feds don't like to look stupid. They don't like to look like idiots. So when they get you, they do proper homework. And when they get you, they got you. So this Diddy situation, the feds is involved with this shit. That's why I say Diddy ain't good. Maybe it's that man with that white shirt. He ain't good. I think they saving him for last. That's what I think. I think they saving your boy for last. That's what I think. Because remember, y'all, let's do a discount double check. All right. Bill Cosby was the most prominent black man in the community. He done. R. Kelly was the top singer. He done. You feel me? Who else, y'all? Russell Simmons was supposed to be the black leader of hip hop. He done. Now this generation, we got Diddy. We got Suge Knight in jail. He out of here. Man, they saving Jay-Z for last. What part you don't understand?
No.
His deal.
No. You got 2 other people. We got 3 other people that you are forgetting. You are forgetting Snoop, 50, and Ice Cube. Snoop, 50, and Ice Cube, baby. That's why 50 sitting up there running his mouth. He the one threw Method Man under the bus. Why would you do that? Don't you got his phone number? You couldn't have called him. He works for you. He works for you on your show. He is your employee. You couldn't have called the man and asked him. No, 50 sat there and threw Method under the bus. 50 throwing everybody under the 50 came into the game throwing people under the bus. So yeah, he got the likes of everybody. No, and they're gonna get them one by one. You got 50, you got Snoop, and you got Dr. Dre, and you also got Ice Cube. They tried it with Ice Cube, so we don't know what them 4 are doing. Well, we already know what 50 doing. They got him running his mouth, right? Like, Ninja, you better run your mouth, or your ass is next. We got the files on you too, Mr. Curtis Jackson. Not 50 Cent, but we got the files on you, Mr. Curtis Jackson. Remember all them times that you was in jail? These things could come back up too. Y'all keep forgetting. He was Curtis Jackson at one time. Curtis did some things. Okay? It's not a badge of honor when you in them streets and somebody pow you 7 times. Okay? Maybe when you out of the streets and you survive it, but when you're in the streets and somebody want to get that, mean you did some foul shit. Y'all forget this. That's from the streets. People hear the story and think it's a badge of honor. No, it's not a badge of honor when you're in the streets. When you're out there doing your thing and somebody put a hit out on you, you did some shit, and they have that in a special folder, baby. In a special folder. They got a special folder on each and every one of them because all of them come in with some serious shit and some serious connections from when they were younger. Diddy connections coming through his father. He was out there with them dealers. 50, his connection coming with Supreme. He was out there doing some things. What's his name? Jay rode with all of them. He rode with them too. None of them walks up in this game without having, I think like maybe like Will was the only one who did not come in drug affiliated or gang affiliated, but he had some connections we don't know about for them to make him a golden child. Remember, they choose who they want to be golden kids, and they hide a lot of stuff until they are ready to take them down. Then your ass is grass and all your stuff come out, right? I believe Ice Cube also didn't come from them backgrounds neither. But baby, y'all better do some research, okay? Everybody talk about Tupac and Biggie beef. Nobody talks about the beef that Ice Cube had with Tupac. People don't talk about all the other beefs Tupac had. See, I thought y'all knew these things. We old school. We supposed to know these things. They was going back at it more than him and Biggie. The information is out there. Hey, D. Hey, JC. Welcome, welcome, and welcome. Y'all be forgetting stuff. And y'all forgot they had big beef. Number one, y'all West Side want to claim him, but it wasn't like that in the beginning because he still was from the East Coast. He still was from the East Coast. And his connection came in a little bit differently. His connection came in through his mother's people. That Black Power. But he was a golden child. He was the only one out of all of them that was going to lead his people. People want to keep saying, nah. He wasn't loved by the East Coast in the beginning. No, he was not. But let y'all tell the story. Y'all, East Coast, West Coast. No. He never gave up his ties to the East Coast because that's where he from. That's where he from. He had family in Los Angeles also. But he also, when I say East Coast, I'm not talking about New York. Remember, he was raised in Baltimore also. Y'all people forget a lot of things. Y'all better go check out the beef that him and Ice Cube had. Yes. Y'all gotta see how my man Snoop is in the middle of every damn thing. Yes, and yes. But remember, all this is late 80s and 90s. Y'all tend to forget these things, but they don't. They may got older or whatever, whatever the reason for these takedowns, why they cleaning up stuff. And y'all better see who's rising to the top. Because if they are taking them down, who is going to replace them? And I'm telling you, if it's if it's Blueface, whatever his name is, I am moving out of America. He would not be. I am so serious. It better not be no Blueface and Krishan. Ice Cube beef with everyone because he wasn't for the streets. See, that's the thing where people get confused, right? That doesn't mean your mind, you don't have the same mindset. I may not be in the street, and that's how a lot of people get got, right? That's how a lot of people get got. I may not be out there slinging, but that don't mean my mindset, I can't get you. Some people can have that type of mindset. We can have the same mindset. I'm just not going out there doing what you do. I know how to get your ass too. Anybody can get got. Anybody can get got. And that wasn't what their beef was. You know. Yeah, he understood it because he has that mindset. You got people who, hey, they shadow side ain't no joke. You got people, they shadow side ain't no joke, baby. Some people are not to mess with. They stay home, they mind their business, or they do what they do, but don't get it twisted. Do not get it twisted. A lot of them will put a hole in you so fast, baby. They never was in them streets at all. Will put a hole in you real fast. A lot of them too. Don't mess with me. I don't mess with you. We know a lot of them. Yeah. That's some people, that smoke you don't want. But you don't know that because you figure in the head you in the street and everybody's scared of you. And they sit at home like, I wish a ninja would. I wish a ninja would. They're going to F around and find out. Come on over here and bother me if you want to. And even when you think of them beef, with him going against everybody, and then he got mad at them, and to piss them off, he brought his ass over to the East Coast and had the East Coast do his whole first album, right? The same people that did Chuck D's album. What's the name of them guys again? Terminator and Dr. Boats. Yeah, them boys. That's why his first album sounded like Public Enemy. It's the same energy. I may not be in the streets, but that don't mean I can't set your ass up. I can't design stuff to go certain ways. And They may have been in the streets, but Ice Cube ain't give 2 fucks. He ain't give 2 fucks. My man say no Vaseline to a bunch of guys that was in the streets. That go to show you Ice Cube is not the one to bother. Okay? He ain't slinging. He came from a good household and everything. Everybody else gang banging. He made a whole no Vaseline. Like which one of y'all ninjas want it? Which one of y'all want it? Damn it. Then he went after the guy from the record company. And even when the man passed away, Ice Cube ain't give 2 shits. What is that telling you? He wasn't like, oh man, they boys gonna come get me. That ninja wasn't worrying about nothing. Like, bring it. And here comes Mr. Tupac coming on up in there. He's like, ninja, you could get it too. You can come get some of this too. So at that point, exactly like Kanye say, he could say whatever he want. Ain't nobody. That's them Geminis for you. That's them Geminis. Because that each person I'm talking about is a Gemini, from Ice Cube, Tupac, Kanye, that's them Geminis for you. Come and get some of this. And then he was mad. Talk about Tupac was copying his style. Ice Cube said, I wore the bandanas first, damn it. And here come Mr. Middle Tupac want to put on a damn bandana. Even in one of Ice Cube videos. I don't even know, I forgot the name of the song. Hey, I ain't do y'all nothing. Y'all just don't give no F's. What you want me to do? You know y'all my favorite son. Don't worry about it. But I'm just saying. Y'all don't get intimidated like that. And that's a beautiful thing. Y'all don't get intimidated like that. And I guarantee you, when he went after Puffy and all of them, Tupac let them have it. Okay? Yeah, the bandana, girl. I may show it to y'all. If I didn't get a copyright strike, I may show it to y'all. It's an old video, but I remember these things. That's why I kept saying I wish people stop feeding into what the news is trying to put out there. He had more beef with Ice Cube than what he had with Biggie. Ice Cube said, Ninja, I want to make you kneel down and kiss the ring. And one of them big songs that he got, I forgot the name of the song, but then he was sitting on the throne and he had a guy that quote unquote looked just like Tupac, bending down and kissing the damn ring. Stop playing with me. He ain't play with, well, he made subliminals with Ice Cube. He may went after Biggie and the rest of them, but he didn't fuck with Ice Cube ass. He no, he did not. Even till today, and that's what threw fucking Yo-Yo. Don't forget that threw Yo-Yo in the middle of it. Don't forget, Yo-Yo came out with Ice Cube. And then Tupac sat up there and started dating freaking Yo-Yo. Stop playing with me. You ain't never hear Ice Cube speak upon Yo-Yo no more. We doing the 50th anniversary of hip-hop. You seen Yo-Yo at damn near every show. You seen Ice Cube at some shows. You did not see them together. My man's still mad. Oh, bow down. See? Now you remember it now, right, D? I told you I bet to stop playing with me. That's why they don't want us older folks. They never ask us anything about hip-hop. Because we remember we were fucking there. They'll ask them because they're trained to lie. They are trained to lie. That's why they got PR. We ain't got no damn PR. We gonna tell it like it is. Then Yo-Yo bring her ass all up in there. Sitting up there, messing with the damn enemy. And Ice Cube, that's why you think he don't mention Yo-Yo for nothing. Nothing. Yo-Yo had to become best friends with Latifah and MC Lyte. That's what kept her going. That's what kept her going. Who is messing with Yo-Yo? Who is messing with Yo-Yo? I'll wait. I will wait. They got to start at the beginning. No, we don't want you see these kids? We don't want the beginning. We don't want these new kids, D. No, I don't want the blue face up there. No. We don't want none. We don't want none of them. Unless they go to. Unless they go to, we don't want they ass neither. But I will wait. I don't know what Ice Cube done set out there, but you ain't seen no more of nobody rocking with Yo-Yo like that. Again, Yo-Yo had to come on over to the East Coast, and she had to make best friends with La and MC Light. That's why you always see them together. You do not see her with her LA people in the industry, in their industry. I'll wait. You don't see no who in LA that's in the industry talking about my girl Yo-Yo. Nobody. You don't see nobody from the Dog Pound mentioning no freaking Yo-Yo. You ain't seen, he don't even mention their names. Become one of the first ladies of rap for sure. That's only because she had to bow down to Latifah. Latifah is one of them top people in the industry. Even though she's a woman, she's one of the top women. And she had to go bow down to Latifah. Stop playing with me. And Latifah, I don't know if she bowed down to Light, but Light, she kept her status. Yes, she did. But one thing you do not see, much as she represent LA, where is her West Coast people? They don't even, when have you show me or email me something where they are mentioning Yo-Yo? You see none of them. And their music was good. Ice Cube and Yo-Yo was good until Tupac can brought his ass up in there and started bumping and grinding with Yo-Yo. It effed everything up. She lost a lot messing with Tupac. But Tupac was just messing with her to piss off Ice Cube. See, y'all better stop playing with me. Y'all better stop playing with me. He don't even mention them people. He don't mention Tupac. He don't mention Yo-Yo. See, Ice Cube don't fucks with you. He don't fucks with you. You understand that? If he don't F with you, he don't F with you. If he can't make no money with you, he could make money with Yo-Yo, but he ain't gonna do it. He could put some money in Yo-Yo pocket, but he ain't gonna do it. Like, okay, my gems, how long do y'all hold grudges, goddamn it? How long do y'all hold? Because that's what Tupac did. He always said he would take your beat. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You hit it right on the head. And not to mind you, he still got his wife at the time. I think it was just the loyalty thing, because at that point, Tupac sat back, observed. He seen him in the studio. They was cool and shit. Then Tupac started to blow up with the same people he was talking about in No Vaseline. I'm telling you, this is a mess. So all of them right now is holding a breath. Because you wasn't for the streets, baby, this industry is different. This industry is worse than the streets. This industry is worse than the streets. Talking about cutthroat. You got that right. He don't F with her. She said he don't fool with her. He don't F's with her. He not even mad. He just don't F with her. And it's not even the fact that he don't just mess with her. He got it to where as her own people in Los Angeles don't mess with her. Now that's a shame. Every time you see Yo-Yo, she with Latifah and Light or somebody from the East Coast. You don't see I don't know if Ice Cube put an alert up in the air, but baby, no. A lot of them artists, they do not bring on Yo-Yo. She's still doing her thing. She played the game smart and she formed a sisterhood with the women. That's the best thing she could have did. That's the best thing. But her career ain't been the same. You know, Yo-Yo probably figured, you know, he got a wife. You know, he got a girl. He had his wife then or whatever. But she got caught in the middle of that. She got caught in the middle of that. But, you know, she didn't fall and wither away like other women. So I give her props. She knew to say, hey, let's do the sister. Let me go the sisterhood route. You know what I'm saying? Let me go the sisterhood route. Hey, yo, La, what up, La? It's about loyalty, yeah. That's how I see it, D. But she like, yo, La, what up? Yo, light as a rock, girl, you light as a rock, homie. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. But you don't hear about them beefs because that'll say that he had beef with the West Coast and the East Coast. Tupac ain't give two shits, right? He give two F's about nothing. And they continue to let him have that behavior. So that's why I keep telling you guys, y'all be like, oh, Puffy took him out. I'm like, ninjas, if it's that obvious, then obviously you're wrong. If it's that obvious, then you're wrong. Because y'all don't know how many people Pac had beef with, and that will be including the police department. That man popped some cops, and he didn't do no time in jail. And he said it was self-defense. Who else gets away with popping a cop and saying it's self-defense? I'll wait. He had even beef with the po-po. You done pop one of theirs. But we want to, Puff Daddy did it. I mean, he did a lot of stuff, but if it's that much in your face, that means it's not him. Because they're not going to make it too obvious for you dummies. Not calling y'all dummies, but I'm just saying that's what they call us. Tupac didn't care. He was a hothead and got in when he fit in. See, that is absolutely correct. That is correct. And no, they did not check Tupac because he had beef with so many people. Why check him if they know they're going to take him out? If they know they're going to take him out, why check him? So you'll never know what really went down. And like I said, I'm not going to blame it on Puffy because that's the obvious. Being that you keep putting that in my face, then I know that's not the truth because the media keep saying that, and you already know. Don't believe the media. Same way we ain't really gonna ever know what happened to Eazy-E. They said it was the virus, but that was a 1, 2, 3. Hold up now. He got some advanced. He didn't get sick none of the other time. He just got straight HIV. Sorry, YouTube. And let's not forget, Mr. Ice Cube did say on his album cover, lethal injection, right? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Y'all better leave these beefs go all the way back. And they let the industry and them all let this take place. And they hide it and they sweep it under the rug and they feed you what they want to feed you to the point that you yourself forget about other beefs. You yourself forget about the other beefs. Him and Biggie just didn't get along, but him and Ice Cube had beef. Him and Dr. Dre had beef. him and his girlfriend's daddy, Quincy Jones, had beef. Like, y'all forget it. He had a lot of damn beef here. He done called them a lot of things. He did his own. Like Ice Cube did his little Vaseline thing talking about everybody. Well, Tupac did his own sets of Vaselines. God dang it, talking about everybody. But see, something that we assume is too small might be big to them. It's just not in the media. Because remember in that movie when Al Pacino, I forgot the name of it, but Al Pacino was finally ready to get out the game, and he was going down in the train station because he thought the girl was pregnant, and he said he thought he was getting out. And remember that man that was in the club when he was younger, and something happened, and everybody thought it was small, but he didn't forget shit. Just when he was leaving, he the one took out Al Pacino, if y'all remember that movie. So we don't know what's small and what's big and who wants your and who wants you. We don't know. Carlito's way. Carlito's way. Carlito's way. Carlito's way. But yeah, So what we think is too small, we don't know nothing. Stop watching this media. Yeah, I know what you meant, baby. I know what you meant. I got you. I gotcha. But and then even down to Mr. This man, like he said, the man in the white shirt, baby, he been to state too. Remember he's supposed to have that alleged baby, that daughter or whatever. He done been state to state too. He been doing FBI got so many files on these people. It's crazy. That's the point that I'm making. They got a lot of stuff. So when it's your turn, they pull them files up.
Man, they saving that food for last. Might not be this year. Hey, who knows? They might say Jay, because this allegedly is federal. And in my opinion, the whole key to this was the rest. It's my opinion, man. I'm trolling. So anyway, back to this clown. Like I told y'all, man, DJ Envy, man. Can you believe? I'm going to say it again. This man used public airways. He used federal airways. He held seminars in federal buildings, scammed the fuck out of many people that did not get their money back yet. DJ Envy, in my opinion, scammed the black and brown community. But in my opinion, he was an agent, and his whole job, him and Caesar, their job was to go plot out how many more people in the community have money. All of those people that work hard and save their money and want to invest, you go rob them and bring the money back to us. That's what I think he did, y'all. I think his whole job was to find a lot of you people that had your little coins put up and you were willing to make investments in a crisis. That's another thing a lot of people didn't understand. Y'all fucking idiots. You know what, y'all idiots? You're supposed to bank your money in a crisis, not invest it in quick flips. So they already knew that. In a crisis, they're going to be looking for quick flips. All right, go send Caesar out there. Go send Caesar out there. Send Caesar. And Caesar's job was to rob your ass. How we know that? Because they gave commercials on the radio. And they went across America doing seminars. And during the seminars, they was taking money. And they didn't give nothing back. And everybody that got robbed, they suffering now. Now, everybody that got robbed could have had money to change their life, could have had money to really start some businesses up. But how the hell you going to start a business when you got robbed for your money and the feds got the money back? Because look, bankruptcy judge orders the Breakfast Club DJ Envy to turn over real estate documents or face arrest. See, it ain't over yet. Why? Because this allegedly is federal. And in my opinion, the whole key to this was to rob everybody for their money. So in my opinion, it don't matter if him or Caesar go to jail. The people got robbed for their money. That is the bottom line of this whole thing. Get it? Any Americans with some cash money left? Any Americans with some money in the hood that got some shit tucked, you go get their ass. But you're going to disguise it as a seminar. Make it look like you're trying to help them flip their money, and little do they know you're going to take their money. That's what the fuck they did. And I'm going to tell you, you so-called people from the hood again, black, brown, whatever the fuck you are. If you are still looking for get-rich-quick schemes, you are a fucking idiot. There's no such thing as a get-rich-quick scheme. The only person that get rich quick is a person that scams your ass. Stop looking for saviors. Stop looking for financial saviors.
Thank you.
Stop looking for spiritual saviors.
Thank you.
Save yourself. Because as long as you're looking for saviors, you're going to keep getting robbed. That's why you've been set back for 50 years. All right? That's just my opinion. I'm vibing. Yo, shout out to the people in the building. I see I still rocking with your boy. And I'm going to tell you again, it's a lot of green around here. Shit on green. And since I've been going, ain't been no fucking motion. If we don't spend no money for a week straight, that Monday is Black Monday. That's what it's going to be called on Wall Street. That's simple, y'all. You thought it was a joke. No, it ain't. Everything revolves around black. So when you want to say, why you always talking about black? Well, you tell me why y'all going down with them.
I hope you guys enjoyed the video we had this morning. I told you that this video was going to explain the video that I had on this morning. Because in the video I had on this morning, like, where are all the daggone kids at? Every time we turn around, they getting kids on top of kids on top of kids. What you, it's just y'all two in the house. You don't want the kids. So what's the purpose of having these kids if you're not going to sit back and raise them? You're going to have some nannies or something. Somebody got to help you. All these people, kids you got allegedly. I told y'all something didn't smell right when she just did not get her certification. So they used the church way to get them kids. I really wish you people would stop searching for things that is inside of you already. I really wish that we stop putting ourselves in predicaments when we should know better. Ain't but so many mistakes that we should keep making over and over and over. Learn from your mistakes. Learn from them and then move forward. Stop making them over and over and stop looking for things that's already inside of you. Everything that you're looking for is inside of you. You're looking for peace, it's inside of you. Looking for how to make money, it's inside of you. When you have to look for it. If somebody's presenting it, then you got to think about the person who's presenting it. Remember, they are all entertainers. Y'all forget that at the end of the day, even if they on a radio station, it don't matter. That's still entertainment. Y'all looking for spiritual people. It's inside of you. They make them, yeah. And women, if you're having these babies, stop. It's inside of you to love yourselves. It's inside of you to respect yourself. Stop looking for it. Once you stop, everything falls into place. Stop listening to people that say, hey, you're going to hit a wall, or you're too old, you're too tall, you're too fat, you're too skinny. It doesn't matter. I was listening to Tony. I think his name is Tony Gaskin. I like him, but only thing I disagree with him is that he was speaking upon, symmetrics and how they like to go after certain type of women. And if they're going after these women, it doesn't match up. Let me explain. I'm gonna explain something to you. I don't care what you look like. When you cut off the lights, you all look the same. You all look the same. Do not let that person know. They may want to be with that person in the light, but that doesn't mean, that person's better than me. Baby, you cut them lights off, we all look the same. We got boobies, and what you mainly want from a woman is her vajayjay. It don't have a face. You understand what I'm saying? And then however how you work it is how you work it. Right? If you work it good enough with them lights off, you good. Stop letting people tell you who's this and who's that, and you need to buy breasts, you need to buy. It's already in you. But a lot of people don't want to trust the process. It takes time to get there. That's how God designed it. He did not design things for you to know all at once. But you want to speed up the process. And you get screwed every time you speed up the process. Like a 5-year-old should not know what a 12 and 13-year-old. No, let that 5-year-old be a 5-year-old. Let that teenager be a teenager, right? You got a lot of these young people. You are young. All that cult, I want to be in a cult and I want to follow. No, you ain't got no business following anybody. You are a teenager. You got to get some more time under your belt. And then you will understand everything. They cannot teach it to you, because if you let them teach it to you, it's going to mess it up for you. You need to see your things your way. Not saying that you cannot get mentored. You can get mentored. There's nothing wrong with that. But far as when that person becomes your God, like nobody wants to have a relationship with God or relationship with the source itself. They put man over the source. And this is why we respect these people and we turn a blind eye to what all of them are doing. Because we think through them, we're going to make it. So, no, you ain't making it nowhere. Your only thing is changing is your bank account. And it ain't for the good. But their bank account, they are powerful people because you gave them power. Because you put them over God. You put them over the source. Because somebody could sing a note. Oh, they sing really good. Then y'all want to become the hive. Like, what the hell is wrong with y'all people? She's a regular human person. Only thing she just sings. And she's like, oh, she's the best. No. She doesn't create them dances. The choreographers create them dances. I don't give the choreographers no props. Oh, ain't none of them the best. Them are choreographers. Them choreographers, I dare. Step 1, step 2, and 1, and 2, and 3. They go to learn how to dance like everybody else. Somebody helps them put on a show. They don't do all. So they just like you. You just see them more because that's how the elite work. They don't oversaturate the things, so you can just tune into certain people. But there's a lot of talented people out there. But as long as you're waiting to be accepted by them, you will never know how talented you are. And you will always doubt yourself and doubt your talent, because these golden childs who they keep in front of you all the time, I can't understand how somebody have a concert. She has a concert. She charged you all this money from this concert, which she made over 200 million from this concert, right? And every time she did a show, Somebody records the concert and people see it free on YouTube. Then that same person turns around and records the concert herself and then and then sell you the damn concert. And it and then I'm telling you, people, we got to do better. We got to do better. That was just from the tour. That's not even including the movie. We seen it in the beginning. She wasn't moving all that well. Then she got better. Then her dance steps was together. We saw when the horse stopped, but we seen everything for free. What the hell you gonna pay for it now for? So you paid for the album, you paid for the concert, and then now you turned around and paid for the movie. I keep telling you, every time you call them a genius, they call you stupid. Every time you say they smart, they're calling you stupid. Every time you say something good about these people, they're laughing at you. They can do whatever you want. You're going to continue to support them. You will not support nothing in your own lives, in your own community. Nobody supports their community. But I guarantee you, you're going to see a lot of people walking around with them socks that Kanye have. But either who, I want to see you guys early tomorrow, because I know tomorrow night and Christmas, everybody gonna be with their families, but I'm gonna try to get you a video early, and then probably the day after Christmas or so, we'll be back at action. But I'm gonna try to give you that one video early before I am out of here. I thank all of you guys for coming. I truly appreciate you. I'm gonna leave you with everything that you're looking for is already in you, right? Thank you so much, D. And I want you guys to have a good night. Merry Xmas to you too, my coffee. And I don't have a phone. I gotta go get me a new phone because my cat pushed my phone in the water. Now I got water damage. But either who, and you too, Nick. Bless you and them babies. I see you guys tomorrow morning. Peace out, guys. Oh, I got to give you a goodbye song. Oh, too late.